ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment.
It is a gorgeous Sunday afternoon in our nation's capital, and we're ready for baseball as Hyundai presents the Sunday Game of the Week. It is the New York Yankees against the Washington Nationals in the final game of a three-game set from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball, and happy Father's Day as well, along with Al Leiter and Ken Singleton. I'm Michael Kay. Well, yesterday was a long day's journey in tonight as the Yankees took 14 innings to win a game 5-3. The Yankees have now won 8 in a row. So many things to look at in yesterday's game, Kenny.
Well, it certainly was, Michael, an exciting ball game all the way through. Yesterday, we take a look at this. Corey Wade had gotten the first 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th until he and Desmond homered. The game was tied at 3. And the Nationals rallied from that point on. It looked like they were going to take the lead, but Dwayne Wise, strong throw to the plate. Tyler Moore is called out at the plate. When you look at the replay, he was actually safe. The Yankees caught a big break. The game stayed tied at 3 until the top of the 14th inning. When Mark Teixeira's 2-base hit into the corner scores 2 runs, and the Yankees had a 5-3 lead and a 5-3 victory.
So do they make it 9 in a row? We'll have to see. Let's look at today's New York Lottery pitching matchup. Edwin Jackson will go for the Nationals 3-3 with a 3.02, and Ivan Nova for the Yankees 8-2, 4.64 out. His ERA is dropping. His game is rising.
It really is. Michael's last 4 starts, he's 4-0 at ERA in the mid-2s. I'll tell you what, Ivan Nova, when he's comfortable, as he was in Atlanta, his slider, fastball, curveball combination was just excellent. 7 innings, no runs. He had 6 strikeouts. Really baffled many of these Atlanta hitters. They were looking in. He was away. I thought he had very good command and control of his fastball that enabled his breaking ball to be much more effective. Ivan Nova is on a hot streak.
All right, so it is a beautiful Father's Day here in D.C. We're ready to roll when we come back. Lineups, first pitch, baseball next on Yes.
Queensboro Toyota, your neighborhood dealership since 1967. Come see our wide choice of Toyota cars, SUVs, and vans to fit your lifestyle. Our salespeople make it easy to drive away today. No credit? No problem. Queensboro gets you financing. Service and sales at the same location. We're your one-stop shop. Drive home in your new Toyota today. Choose a certified pre-owned from our large indoor showroom.
Mention Jennifer and get $100 towards your new car purchase.
Stop by today.
In today's uncertain economy, are you struggling with credit card bills you can't afford or unpaid medical bills? Are you facing foreclosure or falling behind on your mortgage payments? To find out your options and to see if bankruptcy is the right solution for you, call 888-LAW-9600. Unlike debt settlement programs, bankruptcy can stop the harassing creditor calls, lawsuits, and foreclosure proceedings and help you get a fresh financial start. For over 15 years, the law offices of David I. Pankin has helped thousands of clients get back on financial track while protecting their homes, cars, and peace of mind.
And remember, bankruptcy is not the end. It's a new beginning.
Call the law offices of David I. Pankin at 888-LAW-9600 for your free confidential consultation. That's 888-LAW-9600 or visit our website at debtlawyer.com for more information.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. And by Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer right now for great deals. Only a Honda is a Honda. The Washington Monument here in D.C. It's been a great weekend, great weather, big crowds. The Yankees and the Nationals, 2 first-place teams, going at it. We are in our nation's capital, and that is the Capitol Building. And a couple of blocks away, Nationals Park. 3 straight sellouts, both previous standing room only crowd. Same deal today on Father's Day. And the Yankees have won 8 in a row. The Nationals came into this series having won 6 in a row, but they lose 2 straight against the Yankees. Yankees would like to finish up their road trip with a win, then they head home 3 against the Braves, an off day on Thursday, and then 3 against the New York Mets. Well, let's take a look at today's Yankees starting lineup, which is presented, as always, by our good friends at Lexus. Yankees are 39-25, and they'll lead off the captain, the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Batting second and playing center, Curtis Granderson. Alex Rodriguez at third base will play third. Cleaning up, second baseman Robinson Cano. Mark Teixeira at first base, he'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing left field, Raul Ibanez. Andrew Jones in right field will bat in the number 7 spot. Batting eighth and catching, Chris Stewart. And the number 9 hitter is the pitcher, Ivan Nova. You'll see Andrew Jones in right field. Nick Swisher suffered a Charlie horse sliding into home plate, just as Al had diagnosed from way up here.
Dr. Al.
That was pretty amazing, Al. I know you played that role on the On Deck show,
yes,
but you said
right.
Charlie horse from up here, and that's exactly
And
what
you
it
got
was.
a little chuckle out of the old Charlie horse. But that's what it looked. And it was the shin guard of the catcher last night, Jesus Flores, yesterday afternoon, barreled into Swisher's left quad, I guess, right in front, not the hamstring.
And he's going to be out probably through tomorrow. They hope that they could play him tomorrow against the Braves. And Joe said if it takes till Tuesday, it takes till Tuesday. He said sometimes these things take a while to work themselves out. And Nick actually had to use crutches to get to the bus yesterday, but he was walking under his own power today. We have a good matchup today in Edwin Jackson against Ivan Nova. And after yesterday's 14-inning game, the Phillies actually designated Brad Lidge for assignment. And that's good. I said the Phillies. The Nationals.
Used to be with the Phillies.
He used to be with the Phillies. The Nationals designated Brad Lidge for assignment, and he was the one who ended up taking the loss. And it's been quite a fall for Brad Lidge since the Phillies won the World Series.
Yeah, well, the Phillies saw him have absolute perfection that particular year, and things have certainly changed in regard to him. He threw a lot of sliders yesterday, and a few of them hung, and the Yankees took advantage of them as we watched the Nationals take the field along with Edwin Jackson, who is their starting pitcher. Jackson last year, of course, pitched for the St. Louis Cardinals, the team that went on to win the World Series. Jackson gets the start this afternoon as the Nationals are in a salvage mode, trying to win the final game of the series. There are the numbers for Edwin Jackson: 12 starts, 3-3. Very good earned run average. You can see he's very tough to hit. Opponents hitting just .206 against him. Let's check out our Nationals pitcher scouting report. It's your birthday. When he was 20 years old, when he turned 20, he made his major league debut and won it for the Dodgers. He's the first pitcher in Major League Baseball history to win his debut on his birthday. 6/25/10, almost 2 years ago, he pitched a no-hitter against the Rays at Tropicana Field while pitching for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Al, you appreciate this. He threw 149 pitches in that game because he walked 8 batters in his no-hitter.
What do you mean by that?
And he's 50-50. 63 wins, 63 losses during his career. And this year, he's even 3-3.
Let's take a look at the Nationals defense behind him, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealers. The crowd files in. In the outfield is Lombardozzi, Harper, and Morse. That's left to right. Infield, Zimmerman, Desmond, Espinoza, and LaRoche. Third to first, Solano is behind the plate, and Edwin Jackson is on the mound. Now, Bryce Harper, the 19-year-old, yesterday had probably the toughest day of his baseball career, and he was 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts, and he angered a lot of the media after the game because he refused to address the media, refused to talk about the day, and he lost a lot of style points for that. And so did the Nationals PR department. A lot of the Yankees were talking about it. Would have been a great thing. The 19-year-old says, you know what? Andy Pettitte made me look 19. It was a bad day. I'll come back. But he chose not to talk to the media, and that's something that he's going to have to learn to deal with when you have a bad day, because that's when you really have to step up and show. So it has not been a good series for Bryce Harper against his childhood team. Childhood team, he's 19. So Derek Jeter digs in. Edwin Jackson is on the mound. Yankees looking for the sweep, looking for their 9th win in a row. And let's do it here in D.C. The first pitch is low, and we are underway. Let's take a look at the MetLife stat of the game. The Yankees have 6 players with 10 or more home runs and 30 or more ribbies. That's twice as many as any other team in the majors. That is the stat of the day, the 1-0. 1-1. Derek Jeter made an error in the 13th inning in yesterday's game, and it was his first error during extra innings in almost 10 years. I have to go back to 2002 in August. Before the game, because he played 14 innings, Joe Girardi said, listen, you're in the lineup, but only take 5 ground balls during BP. I don't want you to be out there too long. Derek said, nah, I don't think so. I'm going to need more than that.
Yeah, he said, I'll throw more than that.
He said, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to do it.
The 2-1. Fouled away.
I think one thing we'll notice about Jackson, he's a hard thrower. He throws very hard, but sometimes his control can be spotty. You can see what Jeter's done against Jackson in his career. 355 with a home run, 11 for 31. Jackson, hard fastball, hard breaking stuff, but from time to time his pitch count will elevate quickly because he uses a lot of pitches to get through hitters.
Jeter picked up a hit in the 14th inning yesterday, extend his hitting streak to 7 straight.
You know, Michael, it was funny. Derek has such a good sense of humor and reasons why he's a great player. But you know, yesterday we were talking about it. He's 0 for 6 and his last at bat he ended up getting a base hit. And he was telling me, he's like, he had 3 line drive outs. Line drive to the pitcher, second baseman, then right field. And he was just talking about how the luck or the no rhyme or reason to baseball sometimes, because you could hit it on the screws and still get it out.
Right back and off the glove of Edwin Jackson. So there, he gets a base hit with a comeback. So now it's an 8-game hitting streak.
As Al said, no rhyme or reason. Sometimes you hit the line drives right at him. Sometimes the pitcher just has a glance off his glove and you get yourself an infield single. Jackson reaches for it off the glove. Zimmerman can't get there, and Jackson, all he can do is pick it up, put it back in his pocket. That's a pretty good pitch. Down and away.
And there it is. That's exactly what in his fun way. He's like, there's no way Jordan Zimmerman catches a line drive. Then he said, second baseman, they're not supposed to be playing me up the middle. Yesterday, Espinosa caught a line drive to his right, pretty much over second base bag. Now here he is, 2-hopper off of Jackson's glove. He's got a base hit.
And an 8-game hitting streak.
Here's Curtis Granderson. Count 1-0.
It seems when we're just getting used to this broadcast position, we're going to be leaving after the game. We'll get back to Yankee Stadium tomorrow night. I feel like we're in the game.
Way up here.
Shows you how times have changed. When I first started broadcasting at Tiger Stadium, you could not broadcast a game unless you wore a glove. You had to wear a fielder's mitt. You were that close to home plate. You could hear them talking. You could hear the umpire talk to the catcher, and now we can hear pilots talk to stewards. You know, Al was down on the field today, and really he's all over Jeter. I don't even know how Derek prepared for this game. He never stopped.
This is what he was telling me.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm listening. And my lips, look at here. That's it. That's exactly what he's saying. There's no way Espinosa should be playing. That's beautiful. Thanks, guys. So I don't have to listen to Michael.
And there's a strike.
Granderson been swinging a pretty good bat. He had a 6-game hitting streak broken yesterday, and he's got a good hitter's count here.
And it's a good runner's count for Jeter. Sometimes they send a runner on 3-1. Does not go. Ground it. Fair. Down the right field line. It'll go into the corner. It's hugging the wall. Morse Fields. And they're going to hold Jeter up at third. Granderson is at second with a double.
LaRoche might have had a shot at that as a first baseman. Remember, he's holding the runner, moves towards his right initially, but the ball's going to hit the first base bag. Reach over, looked like he had a chance. The ball hit the bag and then continues on down the line. It almost picked off the first base umpire, Eric Cooper. He had to get out of the way as well. Watch Coop lean back, and this is a 2-base hit. The Yankees are in business after the first 2 hitters of the game.
Alex was joking today, boy, Was I lucky? I didn't start a game that went 5 hours. He did get a pinch hit. He made an out, though. And that ended a streak of reaching base safely in 21 straight games. Every position player got into the game yesterday for the Yanks. Chris Stewart was a pinch hitter, so they used everybody. He could break that tie with Jimmy Fox with 2 runners in scoring position. The deal with Jackson, and Al was also talking to Kevin Long, the Yankee hitting coach, and Kevin told us that Jackson has his slider. He said he's almost unhittable. He said you have to hope he doesn't have his great slider.
So he keeps falling behind on counts. He's going to have to come in with more than a slider.
High fly ball, shallow left. Lombardozzi coming on. He'll make the catch, and both runners hold. See, a lot of the players have those blue wristbands. It's Father's Day, and that's also to raise awareness for prostate cancer, where matching funds for all home runs hit today and over the past week.
That's taken off, huh, over the years?
Great awareness. It's a great way to get that message out. And on Mother's Day, for breast cancer awareness, baseball's really helped in those battles. Here's Robinson Cano. Count 1-0.
And that looked to be a changeup down in a way. You know, this is a situation. Yankees have their cleanup hitter up, Robinson Cano. He's been swinging the bat pretty well of late. He's hitting 12 of his last 13. There's a base open with 1 out. See how Jackson tries to go after him here. Does he kind of try and pitch around him, set up a double play with Teixeira up next?
You know, Al brought up a good point yesterday when we talk about how the Yankees haven't gotten a lot of hits with runners in scoring position. 1 through 9 in the Yankee order in the American League ballparks with a DH, most of the guys have been stars of teams. They're not going to shorten their swing. That's not what their game's about. They're not going to just put the ball in play and hit a ground ball. They are used to driving the ball. I think sometimes that plays against you, and it does with the Yankees. They don't pick up these runs usually with ground balls. Pitch outside.
Well, here it is right here, Kenny. I think you're exactly right. The open base, of course, Robinson Cano is as good as hitter as anybody in the game.
They're putting him on.
Here intentional. So here comes Teixeira. Yeah. But that's true, Michael. And there are elements to a lineup. I know when you go through scouting reports how you handle guys. And yes, while they're very good hitters, they're not going to concede their swing based on the situation. And it could burn them. I mean, you have second and third, nobody out. And, you know, Alex got a fastball down, didn't get a far enough fly ball, sac fly. Here, this is a situation here that these are the at-bats that the Yankees haven't consistently come through enough batting average-wise and production.
Mark Teixeira with the big blow yesterday. That 2-run double in the 14th gave the Yankees a 5-3 lead, which they held on for the win. Nationals looking for the double play ground ball. Must be a breath of fresh air for Teixeira batting from the left side and not seeing a shift. The shortstop shades up the middle, but you know, against Tampa Bay, you've got 3 guys on the right side. Jackson's thrown 19 pitches, 12 balls. And the count 2-0.
Yeah, we talked about this as his problem. Even when he's pitching a no-hitter, he walked 8 and threw 149 pitches. left him into the game until he was going to give up a hit. Didn't give one up.
That one is driven out to deep center. Going back is Harper. He's on the track. He'll make the catch. Jeter tags. Everybody tags. And everybody is in there. So Jeter scores. Granderson moves to third. Cano goes to second. A sac fly for Teixeira. And it's 1-0 Yanks.
Well, he came through. Mark Teixeira talking about the runners in scoring position. And it's been documented enough. And he got a good pitch to drive. 2-0 count. Nowhere to put anybody. Edwin Jackson said, here, I'll put it outer third and go ahead and give it a rip. Now watch everybody. You see Cano going back. That was the key tag up. Even as good an arm that Bryce Harper possesses, he's got a very good arm. Made it close at second base. Take a look. A nice slow-mo. Aggressive move.
Well, here's Ibanez. This is a big at bat. In this inning, 1 run, Jackson could take it. A single here makes it 3-0. It's a different feel. And there's a fastball strike.
Ibanez is looking for his first hit in the series. He's 0 for 7.
1 hit in his last 10 at bats. Oh, 2.
You know, you talk about professional bats, and Ibanez has done that, gotten much hotter as the years gone along. But how about this? 42 hits, 32 RBIs out of the 42 hits. You talk about key hits in key moments. 5 of his 10 home runs came with 2 outs.
So he's got 42 hits and 10 of them are home runs.
Yes.
Jackson will work from the full windup. And the 0-2. Lined into center field, and Harper is there for the final out. But the Yankees get a run on 2 hits, 2 men left. Yankees won, and the Nationals coming to bat.
Stop into your local dealer during the Dodge 10 event to lease a Journey SXT front-wheel drive for $199 a month for well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
3,000! History with an exclamation point!
Fans, come on to Yankee Stadium on Monday, June 18th when the Yankees take on the Braves in an interleague matchup. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a New York Yankees water bottle, courtesy of Delta Airlines. The 2012 New York Yankees. Heroes remembered, legends born.
Your flagship station for New York sports is The Fan. Boomer and Carton mornings 6 to 10. Beningo and Roberts middays 10 to 1. Mic'd Up with Mike Francesa afternoons 1 to 6:30. Plus Mets baseball and Giants football. That's Sports Radio 66 WFAN, New York's #1 sports station.
Have you ever made the best of a bad situation? Maybe gone and taken something not yours for the taking.
Life should be equal parts responsibility and fun. Introducing the new Acura ILX. Move up without settling down.
Well, the Yankees have given Ivan Nova a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at the Nationals lineup that will face Nova. Steve Lombardozzi, the left fielder, leads off. Batting second, the 19-year-old center fielder Bryce Harper. Ryan Zimmerman at third base will hit third. Cleaning up first baseman Adam LaRoche. Michael Morris in right field will bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing shortstop Ian Desmond. Danny Espinosa, the second baseman, bats seventh. Batting eighth and catching Jonathan Solano. And batting ninth and pitching Edwin Jackson.
There's Davey Johnson, oldest manager in the major leagues. And he's watching a very young right-hander, 25-year-old. Ivan Nova pitched for the Yankees this afternoon. You can see the 8 wins. He's tied with CC Sabathia for the team lead in victories. His earned run average has been dropping of late. You can see walks, strikeouts, opponents' batting average has been going down as well. Here's a scouting report on Ivan Nova, start to finish. He's the one who started this road trip with a victory, a shutout in Atlanta against the Braves, and he's the one who gets a chance to finish it. Video recognition. That's all that the Nationals have on him, because none of the Nationals have ever had an official at bat against Nova. We'll get to Rudy May in a second. Nova has won 11 consecutive road decisions. The last Yankee in the last 40 years to win 12 was Rudy May.
Lombardozzi down in the count 0-2. Lombardozzi 2 for 7 in the first 2 games. And the 0-2. Right back to Nova. 1 away. Check out the Yankee defense, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. In the outfield, it's Ibanez, Granderson, and Jones left to right. Infield, A-Rod, Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira. That's third to first. Chris Stewart gets start behind the plate after Martin caught all 14 yesterday. And Nova is on the mound. Here's Bryce Harper. Harper was 0 for 7 yesterday with 5 strikeouts.
I think you referred to it as probably his toughest day.
If you're 19 and you're in the big leagues, you probably haven't had many tough days.
Doubt, Michael. And Andy Pettitte had a slider down and away. Couldn't see it. I mean, he had some bad hacks right out of his hand.
It looked like Groundhog Day at the plate.
Same pitch?
Yeah, over and over and over again.
There it is, 3 in a row. You know what? Coming from the, if that's what you saw, the Yankee pitchers watching, I wouldn't throw him a fastball. There would be no reason to throw him until he could prove he can hit the off speed.
Yankees have him down 1 for 11 in this series with 6 strikeouts.
That's going to be a tough play. And Cano makes it. What a play. Woo. Bare hands the ball and gets Harper for the second out.
I'll tell you what, the right side of the Yankee infield is just about impenetrable on ground balls. Look at this play. Now you got a nice hop. It came up about knee high, but still, bare hand throws right on the money to Teixeira, and that's out number 2. We got it on Yesmo as well. Looks even better here because you can savor it a lot longer.
Just a strong arm. I mean, it looks so easy the way Robbie does it.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman. Popped up. Andrew Jones will make the play in a 1-2-3 inning by Ivan Nova. And he had to only throw 8 pitches. Andrew Jones leads off the second.
For all that's out there, Range Rover Sport.
If you think you have to put off getting a new car, think twice, as in Bay Ridge Nissan.
And Nissan on Manhattan.
The combined strength of 2 of New York's biggest Nissan dealers can offer you easy, low-cost financing.
With twice the selection, twice the credit available.
That means our prices just can't be beat, and we can prove it. Just bring in any ad.
2 times the service.
2 times the savings.
So come in and see how the power of 2
makes beating any price
twice as nice.
When I was a young pup, I learned how to sniff out the pick of the pre-owned Lexus litter and how to be a woman or man's best friend when it came to finding the lowest prices. Now that I'm older, I look back on my pedigree and feel pride in the thousands of people who've lapped up the savings I've pointed them to. Like a dog with a bone, I won't stop until you find the model, year, and color you'll love or exchange it within 48 hours with our worry-free exchange policy. Don't get me wrong, working like a dog to hunt down the perfect pre-owned Lexus for you wasn't all hard work.
Make the wise move to Bay Ridge Honda. Price-wise, you can't lose. It's wise to choose from a huge selection of new, used, and even an entire showroom of certified pre-owned Hondas. And it's really wise to come in for service at hours that meet your lifestyle. With Night Owl Parts and Service, open till midnight. Add to that, loaner cars, refreshments, wireless internet, and children's play area. And you'll see that the wise move is to Bay Ridge Honda.
Second inning, it makes sense. It's time for the Toyota Text Bowl. Which of these teams is the best mascot race? Wow. Let's see the choices. Is it the Brewers, that always famous sausage race? The Diamondbacks have the Legends race, Nationals President's race, and the Pirates the Pierogies race.
Is this even a competition?
Rounded back to Jackson. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Who are the Legends?
And by the way, if you really feel like voting, you can text your vote to 42951. Standard text messaging rates apply.
The Legend's pretty funny. I think it's like Matt Williams and Randy Johnson. I think Finley's in there. Legends of the D-backs. This one's good. This one's fun.
Yeah, it is good. Plus, it's historical too. I mean, there's a learning factor here with the President's race. I mean, you Google those guys, you find out what they really did and accomplished during their administrations.
If Teddy Roosevelt lost as much as he does in the race here, we might not have the country we have right now.
Yeah, well, walk softly and carry a big big stick.
There's Chris Stewart. Base hit past the diving Zimmerman and down the left field line. Stewart will head to second with a double.
Stewart with a sharp double by Ryan Zimmerman. If you get a ball by him, you have done something. We're going to see it in Yesmo. Well, Yesmo really gives you a chance to get a good look. It says Zimmerman with the headlong dive, futile dive at that, 2-base hit. No, the Teddy Roosevelt of the Legends race in Arizona is Mark Grace. He never wins.
Really? Oh, they got Gracie, huh?
They got Randy Johnson, Luis Gonzalez, Matt Williams. They take turns winning. Mark Grace never wins.
Here's Ivan Nova. He singled in his first at bat in Atlanta. He swings and misses.
Big cut, Ivan Nova. See, they're not just pitchers, Michael. We've seen some good cuts on the pitchers during this series.
Come on now.
Well, for a pitcher.
Yeah. We should get Michael's opinion, unbiased opinion on this.
What? About what?
There's nothing biased about his opinion.
Pitchers hitting. He said he took a good swing. I know he got a hit in Atlanta, and it was a nice hit.
There are some awful hacks from pitchers. I'm just saying, this series, we've seen some pretty good swings.
See, I don't blame the pitchers for not being able to hit. Bad. And here's what he did in Atlanta. Pitchers don't hit their whole life. There's only 2 leagues in the world where the pitchers hit.
You know what? They got the ball for him. He's got a souvenir ball. He's got to hit in the major leagues.
He can help himself right now with a runner on second base.
Yes, he could.
Stepping out. A little hammer time. That's the difference here. You see a lot of pitchers that have a decent swing. I know CC Sabathia was a good hitter high school. I thought Phil Hughes had a couple good swings. This is the whole strategy. Whether you like the DH or not, it's an element of National League Baseball where it's not just facing the pitcher. It's how you lead up before the pitcher. Pitching around guys.
Swing and a miss. Let's check out the weather on this Father's Day. Game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. 76 degrees. Humidity is 50%. Winds 5 miles per hour, and it's mostly sunny. Beautiful day. And we'd like to extend Father's Day wishes to all you dads watching the game with your kids. And the 3 of us, unfortunately, don't have our dads to call, but if you have your dad around with you, now's the time to thank him for all he did and places he took you and the catches he had with you and the dance recitals he drove you to and whatever the case may be. So if you have the chance, do it, because if he's not there, you wish you had.
It's very, very true.
Nice.
Yep. Oh, who are those guys?
I think it might be somebody you know.
Oh, there's 2 of my two of my three sons. It's Matt. He's wearing a Washington Nationals hat.
You're going to get him for that.
And Dante's, he's got the Yankee Universe T-shirt on, and I think that's a Yankee hat turned around backwards.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Well said, Michael.
Same to you, Al.
Thank you.
Line down the right field line and foul. Number one dad. Great moment. The dad's bringing their kids into the ballpark, and those are memories that last forever. And it's usually your dad's affiliation with a team or allegiance that's transferred to you. You really don't have a choice.
It's a brainwashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually you become old enough to make up your own mind.
That is too late.
Yeah.
One and two. Got himself a baseball on Father's Day.
Yeah, that's something you remember forever. I remember going to my first game like it was yesterday. And it was a long, long time ago.
Funny how it works, because yesterday's game was a long, long game.
Yes, it was. You know what, though? The day I went, my dad took me to a doubleheader. And when we got home, my mom was so amazed that I sat through both games without getting too antsy. I think I was maybe 5. I think I was 4 years old.
Yankees versus?
No, it wasn't the Yankees. It was Brooklyn Dodgers. Oh. Believe it or not, at Ebbets Field. My dad was a Dodger fan.
2-2. 3-2. You remember Ebbets Field in your mind's eye?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah. I saw it a lot on TV, too. Like I said, it was my dad had the games on TV. And the thing about it, in those days, there were 3 teams, and there weren't that many channels. He switched around to the baseball game on everywhere.
3 of the 5 channels.
3-2. Ground ball to first. Right there is LaRoche. And he beats Jeter to the bag, and that will do it. No runs are hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're going to the second, and Adam LaRoche will lead off. See ya! Alex Rodriguez, the youngest man ever to get to 600 home.
Fans, come on to Yankee Stadium on Wednesday afternoon, June 20th, when the Yankees take on the Braves in an interleague matchup. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a limited edition Hard Rock Cafe Yankee Stadium pin, the 3rd in the series. The 2012 New York Yankees. Heroes remembered, legends born.
Can you put a price on fuel efficiency? Extra space? Can you put a price on safety? Nissan did. And it's less than Toyota RAV4 and Honda CR-V. Now get a 209 lease on the fuel-efficient Nissan Rogue. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your Tri-State Nissan dealer. Hurry in. This offer won't last.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat. Find your color and get $5 off premium paints and stains. Download your coupon now.
Efficient dynamics means a lighter chassis, which means less this. And it means an 8-speed automatic transmission, which also means less this. And it means auto start-stop engine technology, which means less this. But all of it means just as much this. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine.
Lease a BMW 328i sedan for $399 a month.
The Sunday Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Benjamin Moore. Visit BenjaminMoore.com/promo for $5 off a gallon of Benjamin Moore paints and stains. That little guy has no idea where he is. but we'll tell him about it later. Old and young, young and older. And they are out in force. 3 straight standing room only crowds.
Can you think of a better place? A beautiful day watching a baseball game, Father's Day.
It's great.
I couldn't get it.
That one's driven deep to right field. Jones back on the track, looking up, tie game. See ya.
Well, Adam LaRoche leads the Nationals in home runs. This is his 12th home run of the year. He played just 43 games last year. Had to have shoulder surgery eventually, and looks like the rehab worked. Right down the middle. Nova's had some problems giving up home runs this year. That is the 14th home run he has allowed, and it's going to tie the ball game at 1 here in the second.
Well, 1-0 count. Adam LaRoche having a good year. One of the best year for the Nationals offense. Let's just pitch here. Nova just trying to not to get me over at all, because you respect certainly Adam LaRoche's power. 12th home run of the year. You miss middle.
Mark Teixeira battles the sun and the wind and puts it away with a first out. You know, the Nationals have a very difficult decision, as you see Teixeira haul this one in. And it's been talked around baseball. And I don't know if any team's ever had to really deal with something this important. And they seem to be dug in so much as the Nationals do. Steven Strasburg is one of the best pitchers in baseball. And he's coming off Tommy John surgery. And the organization has said he's going to throw 160 innings this year. And that is it. And when the 160 inning comes, whether it's the end of August, the middle of August, he will not pitch again. And maybe the fact that the Nationals are in first place has taken the organization by surprise, but they refuse to budge on this. Strasburg will be shut down at 160. And Al, you talked to Davey Johnson about it, and they are dug in.
Yeah, they are, and it's really coming from Mike Rizzo, the general manager, and it really is a formula that a lot of teams are taking on. You see his resume there, this could special arm, but the fact that he did have his Tommy John surgery already as a young career, he has phenomenal stuff. Yankee hitters are probably glad they didn't have to stand in the box and see the 100-mile-an-hour 3+ pitches. I just think it will be interesting and fun to watch from afar as to how it plays out, because I believe the Nationals are going to be in it to the end. And to have not only your ace, but one of the best pitchers in the game just shut down the last 3 weeks of the season, I don't know how that's going to play with your 35,000 fans that come out every night.
How's it going to play with the rest of the team? I mean, the team. They get to the playoffs. They're 4 games in first place in the National League East right now. And you know what? They don't give me any reason to think they can't finish on top in the division. I mean, the Phillies aren't the Phillies. I mean, the Mets are pretty good. I mean, the Mets could depends on how they play within the division. And you can see the resume on Steven Strasburg, who first pitcher to 100 strikeouts this year in the major leagues.
You know, some people have suggested, well, why don't they just skip him a couple of starts?
Yes.
And get to 160 by the end of. They don't want to do that either.
Well, he's very much of a routine guy. Talking to Davey Johnson, there are pitchers that can handle, some latitude of how they work in between their starts. And, I just thought it would make sense if you want him at the end of the year, it'd be easy to give him some extra rest now around the All-Star break. There's a couple instances in July and August they have a couple days off.
That one is looped into right field. It's a base hit for Espinosa.
And we're not just talking about just a really good young arm. He's a special pitcher. So I get the balance of being protective and then also wanting to win, because it doesn't come around often. Teams have been trying to get to the World Series and win for years.
And deep down, you wonder what Davey Johnson really thinks. I mean, Mike Rizzo's a GM, and he's the one who said, there's no changing this. This is the way it's going to be. Davey Johnson's 69 years old. I mean, how much longer is he going to be managing? And this is a chance to grab the brass ring here with the Nationals, and he has to go along with the company line. Strasburg's going to be shut down.
He's the oldest active manager or head coach in Major League Baseball, the NFL, NBA, or NHL. Well, Michael's right. And plus, being that old, you know he's kind of old school. He's seen pitchers go 200, close to 300 innings in a season. I mean, you throw 200 now, that's pretty good.
Now, on the flip side, though, in defense of Rizzo, Davey Johnson was the manager of the Mets, and many people in retrospect think that Dwight Gooden threw way too many innings at his age, and his shoulder went.
No, I get it. There is absolutely, Michael, the balance between what is the right number. I mean, even there, the 160, that's based on
what he threw last
doctors
year.
and trainers. But who came up with the number? Like, why is 160? Well, maybe it's 170.
What's it going to be next year?
Kenny said that Davey's old school, and he is the oldest school. Manuel's 68, Leland is 67, Rick Adelman of the Timberwolves is 66, and Tom Coughlin of the Super Bowl champion Giants is 65. And he just signed an extension.
Won 2 Super Bowls.
My Giants.
Count 1 and 2 to Solano.
Well, the blueprint that the Nationals are going by is Jordan Zimmerman, who also had surgery. Good young pitcher. He pitched yesterday for the Nationals. He had 31 innings, well, including several other innings. He was up to 70 plus. Last year was 161, and they shut him down. They went exactly as planned. It's a different team this year.
This team has a chance.
Yes.
You're going to take away your #1 pitcher. The 1-2. Joel Sherman of the Post last week had a good column where he interviewed Rizzo and said, Rizzo said, that's it. This is the last time I'm talking about it. There's no change. It's 160 and then he's shut down. And we're committed to it. And I don't care where we are and how close we are and how much we need him. 160 and done.
So the other guy's going to have to step up. Simple as that.
Be fun to watch, though. Very interesting to watch. Grounded to Jeter. He'll flip it to Cano, and that will do it. But the Nationals tie the score. Adam LaRoche hit one into the right field seats. A solo home run. It's 1-1 as we go to the third. Granderson, A-Rod, and Cano coming up.
The radical new MacBook Pro with Retina display. Innovation in every dimension.
Dude, you don't understand. This is my dad's car. Look at the car. My dad's gonna kill me, dude.
The security of a 2012 IIHS top safety pick, the Volkswagen Passat. That's the power of German engineering.
Right now, lease the 2012 Passat for $209 a month. Visit VWDealer.com today.
Direct injection.
265 foot-pounds of torque, all part of an engine built to effortlessly power through whatever challenge lies around the corner, no matter where that corner happens to be. The 308 horsepower Cadillac SRX, the most powerful standard engine in any luxury crossover.
Now lease a 2012 SRX for $399 a month. Visit CadillacTristate.com for this attractive offer.
Come out to Yankee Stadium on Tuesday, June 26th for a special giveaway when the Yankees take on the Indians. The first 18,000 guests in attendance are going to receive a Yankees t-shirt courtesy of Supercuts. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com. Visit the stadium ticket window, Yankees clubhouse shops, or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849. All right, we go to the third. Granderson, Rodriguez, and Cano. Curtis doubled inside the first base bag, actually on top of the first base bag in the first inning. So he's 1 for 1. Lincoln scoreboard 1-1 game. Count 1-2.
Talking about Edwin Jackson, how he's missed his location, ends up being dangerous. Granderson's such a good inside half fastball hitter. The ball leaked out over the plate, ended up being outside corner. Grandy just pulled off a little.
Wants the curveball in the dirt.
Change up.
Edwin Jackson has modeled many uniforms. Been around for sure. The 2-2. Ground ball to first. LaRoche fields and flips to Jackson. 1 away. Started in 03 on his birthday, as Kenny said, with the Dodgers, then the Rays, the Tigers, the Diamondbacks, the White Sox, the Cardinals, now the Nationals.
In the Dodgers organization, he started out as an infielder, but usually pitchers that were former position players, well, first of all, they have strong arms. Second of all, they usually can't hit a breaking ball. Then they turn them into pitchers.
Alex Rodriguez lines one to left field. Foul ball.
Well, you think about that, Kenny. You know, you talk about athletes, you know, Edwin Jackson, but you have a young player, and to be moved around as much as he has, you say, well, is there a problem? Does he, you know, difficult to get along in the clubhouse? Not at all. He's a guy that just hasn't shown enough consistency that correlates with what comes out of his arm. The guy's
50-50.
Yeah, 50-50, right. He's 60, what'd you say,
63 and 63.
But in solid trade. He was in the Granderson trade. Eventually he went to Arizona. Grandy went from Detroit to the Yankees in that three-way trade. And I think that's what, you know, organizations, it's always, you know, well, you know, new uniform, new place, different pitching coach, different philosophy. If he puts it all together, wow, we have a 1A solid number 2 starter. And that's the way they've looked at Edwin Jackson for years now.
Just missed outside.
See, but with the National, he doesn't have to be number 2.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a little further down in the pecking order. They've got some good pitchers. They've got Gio Gonzalez is, I would say, number 2. Strasburg's number 1.
Throwing yesterday, Jordan Zimmerman.
High fly ball left field. Lombardozzi will put it away for the second.
Yeah, Zimmerman's number 3. I'd say Jackson's number 4, and Chin-Meng Wong is number 5.
So far, the Nationals have they hit it big with the Strasburg draft pick, and certainly Bryce Harper's going to be an electric player.
You can go all the way back to Ryan Zimmerman hitting it pretty big as a #1 draft pick.
Half of this roster that this comprises, 25-man roster, came through the organization. Couple good takes, 2 changeups in a row. Kenny squaring up, keyhole in a fastball here.
Yeah, that would be a good plan, Al.
2-0.
So you're up there looking for the fastball. Let's see what you can do. That was a pretty good pitch. It was moving away. Wasn't quite the center. So I don't blame you for fouling that one off, Al. Jackson has a pretty good fastball, mid-90s. And sometimes during at bat, when pitchers throw pretty hard, you foul one off, and then you kind of gauging your bat speed as you go along during the at bat. You know you got to be just a tick quicker, and then you recognize a little bit better the next time, and you're on time. Not this time.
Good location and a little run at the very end there. You see Robinson swing. That ball just had a little tail to it. Off the end of the bat. Good location.
Nice play.
24 caught it, Robbie.
That's what you're talking about. Just moving away. And he opened up a little bit too quick. If he tries to hit that back through the middle, he might be able to do something. But he's looking ahead on the count. He's looking to put the Yankees in the lead.
.97. That's the stuff that these Yankee hitters have been seeing the last couple nights. This is the kind of plus velocity arm staff. Gio Gonzalez first night, Jordan Zimmerman yesterday.
They still didn't see Strasburg, who's
100, triple digits.
100, yeah. You know, you mentioned he can throw 100, but the thing about it, we've seen relievers throw 100, but they're only doing it for 1 inning, maybe 2 at the most. He's doing it during the course of 6-7 innings.
And Cano works a walk.
It's a good at bat. Fought off some tough pitches. Yeah, that's something special about guys that can throw as hard as Steven Strasburg. And as you say, Kenny, right? It's not 6, 7, 8 bolts coming out of the pen for 1 inning.
Here's Teixeira, drove in the Yankees run in the first inning with a sac fly to fairly deep center. .39 RBIs for Mark Teixeira.
Got the big hit off of Brad Lidge, who's no longer on the Nationals team, designated for assignment.
Just chased him out of town.
I think it was at 9 ERA.
They called up Ryan Matthews, another right-hander. There's a base hit for Mark Teixeira. Cano's going to third. The throw comes into second. And you could see how many base hits Teixeira gets robbed of when they have the shift on, because if that was against Tampa Bay Rays, that would have been an out.
Yes, it would have been, even with the first baseman holding on the runner, Cano. The second baseman was stationed in short right field instead of at the lip of the grass there where you're normally stationed, and Teixeira would have probably been the third out of the inning.
You talking old school right here. Davey Johnson, is he just not buying into the whole shifting thing?
A lot of the older managers don't like to do it as drastically as Joe Madden does.
Well, there's no shift there.
Here's Raul Ibanez. Now, I asked Joe Madden, if you had a higher payroll, would you still do the things you do as a manager? He said, I would do things differently with the lineup where you have to create runs when you don't have the big bopper. He said, but defensively, I'd still do the shifts even if I had a $200 million payroll. He said, that makes sense. That's information that we're given the way these guys hit. Why wouldn't you do that?
Although I could hear an old school manager saying they've been standing there for 100 years. Doesn't make it right.
Count 2-1.
Still getting up there pretty good, 96 miles an hour, but the pitch count getting up there pretty good as well. 57 now for Edwin Jackson. And now you talked about the inconsistency. One thing's been consistent. He has problems keeping his pitch count down during the course of games. The lack of, I wouldn't say control, but the lack of command. You know, the control is throwing the ball over the plate. Command is putting it where you want to.
Pull the string. Nice pitch.
Nice
Well, we saw that with Jordan Zimmerman yesterday with the at-bats that the Yankees took. And I thought there were some great at-bats. Even some of them resulted in an out. Pulling the string, Edwin Jackson on Ibanez. Whereas you could throw a lot of strikes, as Jordan Zimmerman did, although he had 3 walks yesterday, but also be careless in the zone. And that's where a dangerous lineup like the Yankees, that's where you get the crooked numbers with big flies.
Line foul.
And within that battle, when you have repeated at-bats like the Yankees can put together, it's such a grind for the pitcher. The pitch count goes up. Zimmerman yesterday, 108 pitches, 6 innings. Looks like it'll be another pitch count issue here with Jackson, already 60th pitch coming up.
Ground ball to second. Right there is Espinoza, and that'll do it. No runs are hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Edwin Jackson is going to lead off against Nova.
Leadership isn't given, it's earned. During the Leadership Sales Drive, get a Ford Escape with up to 28 miles per gallon for an incredible $159 a month. Just $159. Most MPG, best value.
Get to your Tri-State Ford dealer.
Laces? Really? Slip-on's the way to go. More people do that, security would be like a...
There's no charge for the bag.
Thanks. I know a quiet little place where we can get some work done is a 3-pronged plug.
I have club passes.
Get the mileage card with special perks on United, like a free checked bag, United Club passes, and priority boarding.
Thanks. Okay. What's your secret?
The United Mileage Plus Explorer card. Get it and you're in.
What's that great old saying about strangers? They're just friends you haven't met yet. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
Legendary. Leadership. During the Leadership Sales Drive, get a new Ford Fusion with up to 33 miles per gallon. Now lease a Fusion for an amazing $139 a month. Unbeatable quality, undeniable value.
Get to your Tri-State Ford dealer.
See ya! A Grand slam for Alex Rodriguez. And the Yankees have come all the way back and have swept the Braves.
Tomorrow, the Bombers kick off another series with the Braves as they look for a second sweep of Atlanta. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6 with batting practice today, only on Yes.
Well, the good people at Papa John's have brought us some pizza up in the booth. Wow. And they also have some good promotions. Today, if the Yankees win and score 6 or more runs, you get 50% off regular menu price when ordering online at Papa John's. Enter promo code Yankees6 on papajohns.com to get 50% off.
Where'd the piece go here? It's in my mouth. Oh.
It's also the Papa John's Bronx Bomber Special. All season long, get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for just $5.99 each. Add a 2-liter Pepsi product for only $1.99 more. Now, that's a great deal for Yankee fans. Order online at papajohns.com.
Al, I got a pepper in here for you, too.
I might try that.
Al, tell us when you can talk again, because it's hard with a slice of pizza in your mouth.
I'm good.
Lincoln scoreboard 1-1. Edwin Jackson dribbles one to third. A-Rod fields, fires, and gets him.
A-Rod, a slight juggle, stayed with it, threw out Jackson, got down the line pretty well. Sensing an infield hit. Now watch this. A little bit of a juggle, not much. And the accurate throw is in time.
Pretty good speed.
Used to be an infielder. Not this time. You know, one thing National League leadoff hitters are supposed to do, you know, say your pitcher has to run out a ball or run the bases. When the leadoff hitter comes up, he's supposed to take his time, take his time getting the donut off the bat, it's just all kinds of things to give the pitcher a little bit more of a respite.
Better not swing first pitch.
He didn't.
Right.
Grounded to first. Two-away, and that'll bring up the 19-year-old Bryce Harper, still looking for his first hit. He has really struggled. Well, he actually got a hit in the first game, but he has struggled since then. Look at the numbers on him, what he's done, and he's just 19. And he is certainly paying off all of the high praise that he's got. Baseball America, Golden Spikes Award winner in 2010. The previous winner was Steven Strasburg. He's a special talent. Actually got to hit his second time up on Friday night. And that one he drives deep to right field. That ball is off the scoreboard. Andrew Jones will field and fire in, and Harper gets himself a double.
Well, he got a lot of breaking balls from the left-handed pitchers yesterday, and Andy Pettit. Now here comes another curveball. Every hitter, I don't care if you're 19 years old, Bryce Harper, a couple years out of high school, or a veteran guy, you know the way a pitching staff has pitched you. It's shown early in this, not early, third game now, that the Yankees have gone after him off speed. Curveball, sliders, and changeups.
He does have a beautiful swing, but that was not the best curveball. Watch the quickness of the hands, getting the bat through the zone. And those are the sort of things that scouts look for in 15, 16, and 17-year-old players. They project that you're going to get bigger and stronger.
Now, Harper was talking about how he looks up to Jeter and A-Rod, and he was asked, will you talk with them? He said, no, they're kind of busy. So that was the first opportunity he had to even talk with Jeter at second base. Now they're separated. Jeter's exhausted from talking with Al anyway, so he's got not much to say to the 19-year-old.
Probably got a sore throat.
And contrary to the approach that the Yankees have gone after Bryce Harper, not only the Yankees, but across baseball, can hit a fastball. Ryan Zimmerman showed a long bat, long swing, and this series, they have just attacked him primarily with fastballs. Yesterday he was 0 for 6.
1 for 9 in the series.
1 for 9.
Coming into today. Now he's 1 for 10.
His hands in the barrel going toward the pitcher.
And he strikes out. Tagged out by Stewart. And that will do it. So the double by Harper doesn't hurt the Yankees. We'll go to the 4th inning. Andrew Jones is going to lead off. Yankees and the Nats are tied.
The Chevy Cruze has remote access. It can check my oil, life, and tire pressure all through my smartphone.
I wouldn't have thought of you as the techie gadget guy, Tim.
Why? Because I'm old?
Well, boss, you do call it my face.
Transferred your contacts from your old address book to your new rotary-style address book.
Ooh, rotary style.
Now, very well-qualified lessees of a 1999 or newer non-GM vehicle can get a 2012 Chevy Cruze LS for around $139 per month. EPA estimated 36 miles per gallon highway.
In today's uncertain economy, are you struggling with credit card bills you can't afford or unpaid medical bills? Are you facing foreclosure or falling behind on your mortgage payments? To find out your options and to see if bankruptcy is the right solution for you, call 888-LAW-9600. Unlike debt settlement programs, bankruptcy can stop the harassing creditor calls, lawsuits, and foreclosure proceedings and help you get a fresh financial start. For over 15 years, the law offices of David I. Pankin has helped thousands of clients get back on financial track while protecting their homes, cars, and peace of mind.
And remember, bankruptcy is not the end. It's a new beginning.
Call the law offices of David I. Pankin at 888-LAW-9600 for your free confidential consultation. That's 888-LAW-9600 or visit our website at debtlawyer.com for more information.
Before the miraculous returns, before the inspirational resumes, before the NFL season even begins, comes the deal you won't want to miss.
Did he catch it? Yes, he did!
This season, get NFL Sunday Ticket at the lowest price in almost a decade.
Unbelievable!
Watch every game every Sunday for less, only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit directv.com/NFL to order now.
It's time for the New York State Smokers Quit Line Quiz, and here's the question. Ricky Henderson stole 838 bases during the 1980s. Who was the only other player to steal at least 500 bases during that decade?
Oh, that's easy.
You got that one, Kenny?
I might. I've got an idea who it is.
Old teammate?
No.
So I guess it's not that easy, Al.
I think I have it, believe it or not.
Here's Andrew Jones. Count 1-0. On the Benjamin Moore scoreboard, it's 1-1 as we start the 4th inning. During the Yankees' 8-game winning streak, their pitching staff is sporting a 1.99 ERA. And that takes a lot of pressure on the offense, or off the offense. Because they don't think they have to put 6-7 up on the board every single day. If you take a look at what's happened in June, what the starters have done, CeCe, ironically enough, has been the least effective, and he's been pretty effective. Kuroda's been great, used 3-0. Pettit's 1-0, Nova 2-0, combined 10-1, 2.03 in the month of June.
Overall, the Yankees team 12-2 this month.
18-4 in their last 22 games. And they've taken off. They're 14 games over 500.
That's, you know, when you get to certain increments during the course of the year, you're trying to build.
Ground ball is short. Desmond bobbles, and an error for Desmond. He had one yesterday.
Yeah, I was just about to write down 6-3, and instead it's E6. Desmond with the bobble, and then all together drops it. And Andrew Jones is going to be safe. Here it is on Yesmo. Take a little bit longer for him to drop it, but he will. There it goes.
Talented player, no question about it.
There goes gravity.
But the errors have really been a problem for him. 23 errors last year. 2010, 34 errors, the most in baseball. Shortstop. 34 errors.
I was saying about the increments, you get the 5 over, then you try to build it to 10. Now the Yankees trying to build it to 15 over. When you get to 20 over 500, you start thinking about playoffs. Get to 25 and 30, you're probably going to be in the playoffs. I was on a game that Tina was 45 over one time.
45 over.
45 over.
What was the record the year end?
102 and 57.
In '98, Yankees won 114 games in the regular season. And when you combine with the 11 they won in the postseason, 125 and 50.
Unbelievable.
Some would argue that that might be the best team of all time.
Did you say 114 or 116?
114. The Mariners won 116 a couple of years later, but they lost in the playoffs to the Yankees.
50 games over 500. Wow. That's domination. That's the marathon.
Everybody else is way back in the rearview mirror, though.
What was it the year the Tigers got out 35-5?
35 and 5.
1984.
Yep. Oh, 2 on Stewart, who doubled his first time up. Popped up. Espinosa makes the play for the first out. The Nationals used to be the Expos, but there's a rich history of baseball here in D.C. They had the Senators here from 1901 to 1960. They were World Series champs in 1924. That team became the Twins. And then after they left, the Senators came into being. One winning season from 61 to 71. They became the Texas Rangers. And then the Expos became the Nationals in 2005, and that's where we stand right now. The last, and we've said this in each of the first 2 games, the last postseason game that DC has hosted was Game 5 of the 1933 World Series.
There it is.
There's the flag.
Well, right now this organization is going in the right direction. I like the development and team they're putting together.
0-2 on Nova. And it helps to have a nice ballpark here, clean, fairly easy to get to, at least by mass transit. It's a little difficult to drive here.
It's great. I think it's a great little park.
And the key thing is a good team and winning, and that's what they're doing. They have an exciting team, young players.
Nova's going to give this 3 shots to try and get the runner over.
Third time's a charm as he's tagged out by Jackson, and Jones moves to second.
That's pretty good bunt in there. That ball looked like it was about to hit him. Want a pitcher to stay out of swinging the bat and potentially hitting into a double play. Ball's running back at him, jumped away.
That's a self-defense bunt.
He told Tony Pena the other day, I don't like this hitting. You know, he's going to hit today, and then his next start's going to be against the Mets at Citi Field. He's going to hit again.
Well, he's been fantastic on the road. You're just saying your scouting report, Kenny? 14-0, 11-0?
Well, he's 11 decisions in a row. He's won on the road.
Last 14 road starts.
And if he wins again today, the only Yankee pitcher in the last 40 years that won 12 in a row on the road was Rudy May. Rudy was a left-hander with a very good curveball back in the day. I don't think he has a good curveball now, but he did then. Look out. Ooh. That almost took the 2 off the back of his jersey. Derek spin. Or maybe take the belt buckle there. Got out of the way. Whatever, he puts him in the spin cycle.
Imagine having to put up with Al before the game and then that sort of pitch during the game. What a day for Derek.
Derek was perfectly fine talking to me, Michael. He's got a 2-0 count right here. Look for a cookie out over.
2-1.
There's a changeup. Something off speed.
Like a little slider. Definitely pulled the string.
Yeah, a little slide piece.
Backed up, inner half. That's the difficult part of when a slider from a right-handed batter, it should break away. Derek's got such a good swing right center. That ball stayed inside. Some late life on it. See, it can't even emergency hack the way he did, but that ball looked like it was middle inner half.
Jackson's got an electric arm. I mean, that's why all these organizations want it. So your pitching coaches feel, well, I can straighten them out.
What's here? What, okay, catcher setting up away. And that ball just kept running inside. Nice movement.
1-1. We're in the 4th. Yankees and the Nats. Tap slowly to first. LaRoche beats Jeter to the bag, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Adam LaRoche, the cleanup batter, will lead off in the bottom of the 4th against Nova.
You won't find the toughness of a Ram 1500 combined with the legendary power of a Hemi V8 in any other truck. It's a beautiful thing.
Get a low mileage lease on Ram 1500 Express for $259 a month for well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles.
Ram.
Hi.
Very high.
Hi.
Very high.
Learning you have very high triglycerides, too much fat in the blood, isn't pleasant.
Hi.
Very high.
So think lower. Think Loveza. Loveza, along with diet, lowers very high triglycerides in adults, but has not been shown to prevent heart attacks or strokes. Loveza is a prescription medication that starts in the sea. It's made with a natural ingredient, omega-3 fish oil, that's then purified and concentrated. And Loveza is FDA approved. Loveza isn't right for everyone. Tell your doctor if you're allergic to fish, have other medical conditions, and about any medications you're taking, especially those that may increase risk of bleeding. Blood tests are needed before and during treatment. In some, LDL or bad cholesterol may increase. Possible side effects include burping, upset stomach, and change in sense of taste.
Hello? Lower. Your triglycerides are going down.
Think you have very high triglycerides? Ask your doctor about Loveza.
So it's between this or the Honda Civic next door.
Okay, done. This one.
They say the Civic is the best-selling car in its class.
It's possible.
It also has this cool econ button that helps maximize fuel efficiency.
Oh yeah, this car has a lot of buttons. Get a defrost button, radio button, cruise control button, window button, wiper button, trunk button, super button, buttons inside of buttons, buttons controlling other buttons.
We're just interested in the econ button.
That's one button. This is a car with many buttons.
The Civic from Honda. 39 mpg highway and a way to help you make the most of it. Only a Honda is a Honda.
Time for another look at today's Toyota text poll. Again, the question was, which of these teams has the best mascot race? You've been voting at 42951, and here is how you voted. 41% say it's the Nationals, the President's race. Wow, the Brewers with the sausage race, 33%.
That's how I would have voted.
Yeah, I believe
the
so.
sausage race. Good.
Yeah, if you're hungry, you know you're going to go for that.
This is funny.
I think this President's race.
Another thrilling race between innings. All three have been magnificent. It's like it reminds you of a Firm and Aladar. It's that kind of close. Benjamin Moore has a 1-1 game on its scoreboard. LaRoche hits one deep to right off the scoreboard. And Jones is going to try to hold it to a single, but in there is LaRoche.
Tell you what, if the throw was just a little bit lower, they might have had him at second. Once again, LaRoche gets a pitch that's centered, middle of the plate. And one thing about both of his at-bats, the home run and the double, he was leading off both innings. So he got himself an advantage there by getting pitches to hit. You can see Jeter going up. I believe if he didn't have to go up to get the throw, it would have been on time to get LaRoche out at second.
Here is Morse. And there's a strike.
Just a couple pitches careless in the zone. This is where Nova could get in trouble. A couple times that last swing from LaRoche had a little too much topspin, or that would have been another home run. Can't miss with middle lineup guys when you miss mistakes, because they're not just singles, potentially home runs.
That's a big strikeout. Morse goes down for the first out. Talked about the president's race, and Teddy Roosevelt has never won this year, and boy, it looked like he had a chance. Look at him. Ooh. Jefferson took out Washington there, and then Abe is right there with Teddy Roosevelt. But then Jefferson, wow, look at that. That's just unbelievable. And they have signs here, let Teddy win. It's just not happening.
But wait a minute, you said this year he's never won.
He's never won ever.
Ever.
Wow. That's sad. Great American figure like that. Here's Desmond. There's a base hit to right field. LaRoche rounds third. They're going to hold him up. Andrew Jones comes up throwing. And the ball is cut off by Teixeira. Single for Desmond. First and third, one out.
Well, Nova in somewhat of a jam here now after this base hit, and now said wild within the zone. Looked like a hanging breaking ball.
Yes.
It's up and in the middle, and Desmond just slashes it to right field for the hit. You can see the lead by LaRoche. He's not the speediest of runners. The ball was almost directly at Andrew Jones in right field, and of course people know that Jones has a good arm. You don't get 10 gold gloves for nothing.
Once upon a time as a center fielder, very good arm shown there.
Espinosa fouls it back. Yankees go home after this game. 3 games against the Atlanta Braves. Monday and Tuesday night and Wednesday afternoon game. Thursday's an off day, then off to Citi Field. Long road trip for the Yankees, as they will play Friday and Saturday night and Sunday evening as well.
See if Nova plays on the aggressiveness of Danny Espinosa, young, good switch hitter. Get a ground ball double play opportunity with something off speed down the way.
You're talking about the double play. 9 double play grounders in his last 7 games, and at least 1 in each game. And some of that double plays always come at the right time. But this, you're right, Al. This would be a big time to get one.
Especially the way Edwin Jackson so far. I know it's early in the game, but similar to the previous 2 starts, 2 starting pitchers in the first 2 games had good starting pitching.
Count 1-1.
It's a good pitch there. That's not given into the strike zone. You have an opportunity to get a ground ball here. Hopefully your defense can turn on a double play. Let's see where Stewart catches that ball. That was a little off the plate, I believe. Jeff Collard, home plate umpire, made a good call.
Check swing. Did he go? No, said Tim Timmons. One game, bottom of the 4th inning. Now 3-1. Jonathan Solano is on deck.
Well, those are a couple good takes that Danny Espinosa has shown on a good curveball. Just not biting. Now you're at a 3-1 count. Chris Stewart wants to make sure that Nova is on the same page. Watch this big curveball just not committing. Holds a swing.
Well, if the Nationals are thinking here, you might have the runner on the move, 3-1, try and stay out of double play. If Espinosa hits one on the ground, but the danger is Espinosa's a high strikeout guy. He's a lot of swings and misses.
Along with Ken Singleton and Al Leiter, I'm Michael Kay. We thank you for joining us on this Father's Day, enjoying a Sunday afternoon with us on Yes. Bottom of the 4th inning. Game is tied at 1. Yankees and the Nationals here in D.C. This could be 2. There's 1. There's 2. Just what he needed. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 4, 6, 3, and Granderson leads off.
Okay, Chevy Equinox. What do we got?
32 MPG Highway, an IIHS 2012 top safety pick.
And thanks to a sliding multi-flex seat, the most rear seat legroom in its class.
Excellent, Kyle.
I still see you, Kyle.
Now, very well qualified lessees of a 1999 or newer non-GM vehicle can get a 2012 Equinox LS for around $199 per month. Fuel economy based on EPA estimates.
This summer, win a legendary voyage to Heineken destinations around the world. Head to your local participating retailer for details.
3, 2, 1, bungee!
Don't tell anyone. Up to 30 times optical zoom and HD movie and photo. Fujifilm digital cameras.
More people are leaving BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus for Audi than ever before. For exceptional values on the Audi A4, visit your local dealer today.
Meredith Morakovitz here with you in our Yes Studios with this update brought to you by Audi. We head to Cleveland where the Indians host the Pirates. 2 aboard for Pedro Alvarez, who drilled that one down the right field line at his 11th homer of the year, but he's not done yet. Top of the 5th, he'd get to Rogers for another 3-run shot, his 2nd of the day. Pittsburgh leads that one 9-4. Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Meredith. We'll hear from Meredith a little bit later on as well. Right here in D.C., top of the 5th inning. Yankees and the Nats are tied at 1. It's Granderson, A-Rod, and Cano. So, Kenny, that was a big, big double play for Edwin Jackson. Oh, for Ivan Nova.
Well, it was a big one for Jackson, too, because he didn't get the lead. But the fact is that Nova's now had 10 double play grounders in his last 8 games. And this one was right on time, Al.
And, you know, it wasn't a cheapie because Espinosa hit it on the screws just right at Cano. Huge. Look, we'll see how this game plays out. These previous games, other than late in the game, that first game, where the Yankees had the big 7th inning with the 4 runs. It's nip and tuck, and you know that as a starting pitcher. Both sides here for Edwin Jackson, knowing that Nova is pitching a good ball game and a nice hot streak in himself.
Yankees have not taken advantage of their opportunities. They've stranded 6 runners over the first 4 innings. That one is drilled to right field. Looking up more. See ya. Home run into the Nats bullpen. Home run number 24 for Granderson. Check that, 21. And the Yankees now lead 2-1.
Give Granderson his 40th run batted in on the season. And Jackson, well, slightly up, inner third of the plate. This is very similar to the pitch that Granderson hit in the opening game of this series, and it ends up in about the same spot into the Nationals bullpen, and the Yankees have a 2-1 lead.
A-Rod hits one to center. Right there is Bryce Harper for the first out. Another update from Meredith Morakovitz in the studio. Meredith?
Thanks, Michael. We head to Tropicana Field where the Rays weren't wasting any time. Bottom of the 1st, B.J. Upton sends that one over the left field wall with a leadoff shot, his 5th homer of the year. Tampa leads that one 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th.
Thank you, Meredith. Right here, it's 2-1 Yankees in the top of the 5th. Our nation's capital in the background. Nation's capital building. As Cano slashes one to left field, it's a base hit. Lombardozzi Fields gets the ball in quickly. It's a single for Cano.
Now hitting 13 of his last 14. On base 3 times today, Robinson Cano. He's had himself a good road trip, 6 for 18. I'd take that. 333, drops one in there.
When Robbie starts going the opposite way, left field, allows the ball to travel deep, to me that's when he's most balanced and most dangerous. And yeah, I'll take that. What'd you say, 6 for
18?
18?
Yeah.
Here's Mark Teixeira, sac fly in the 1st inning, single right in the 3rd. Fly ball shallow left. Catch is made by Lombardozzi for the 2nd out. Time for the answer to the New York State Smokers Quit Line quiz. The question was, Rickey Henderson stole 838 bases during the 1980s. Who was the only other player to steal at least 500 bases during that decade?
Was it Tim Raines?
Yes.
Tim Raines, 583 stolen bases for the Expos.
I see what they're doing here. Expos, Nationals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tim Raines actually played with his son in the same game, like the Griffeys did, just up the road.
Raines with Baltimore?
Briefly. Of course, he's more known as a Montreal Expo for sure.
Play with the Yankees as well.
He was presence in the locker room. I mean, and Rock, that was his nickname. Good pinch hitter. At that time, he was permanent. Michael, you'd say like a fourth outfielder.
With the Yanks.
Yeah.
One of Derek Jeter's favorite teammates of all time.
Yes, great guy. Had an infectious laugh. Make anybody laugh.
Like Rick Henderson.
Never played with Ricky. Wasn't around.
Always
Ricky.
smiling.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hard to be down with Ricky around.
Was it just Ricky being Ricky?
Ricky being Ricky. Smiling, laughing. Didn't really exactly know who you were.
Line drive right at Espinosa. That'll do it. So the Yankees hit the ball fairly hard this inning, but the only one that rung the register was Curtis Granderson's 21st home run of the year, his 40th ribby, and it gave the Yankees a 2-1 lead.
Stop into your local dealer during the Chrysler 10 event to lease a Town & Country Touring for only $279 a month for well-qualified lessees.
See ya! Alex Rodriguez, the youngest man ever to get to 600 home runs.
Fans, come on to Yankee Stadium on Monday, June 25th for Yankee Stadium tradition. It's Cap Night when the Yankees take on Cleveland. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees cap, courtesy of Cannon. The 2012 New York Yankees. Heroes remembered, legends born.
Hurry to the annual tent event at your Hyundai dealer. While the tent is up, you'll discover great savings inside. Take the Sonata, for instance. At 35 mpg highway, the Sonata is just another reason why Hyundai is America's most fuel-efficient car company. And every Hyundai is backed by Hyundai Assurance, including America's best warranty. Drive home a Sonata for 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash, or lease one for $199 a month. Hurry to your local Hyundai dealer today, because when the tent is gone, so are the great deals.
Rotation questions, lineup changes, injury updates. Joe knows.
Absolutely.
And you will too when you watch WB Mason presents the Joe Girardi Show. It's a review. It's a preview. It's your complete view of the only team that matters. New every Sunday, only on Yes.
Cablevision customers, you won't have to miss a game again now that you can watch live Yes Network Yankee games on your PCs or laptops with Optimum Online. Get a full season of live Yankees games on the go for just $39.99. And if you're an Optimum Online customer who watches Yes on IOTV, just go to yesnetwork.com to get more information and subscribe now. Pitches outside to Solano. Jesus Flores caught the first two games. Solano catching here on a Sunday afternoon, and there's a strike.
Solano was actually signed out of a tryout camp in Venezuela, but his nickname is Onion because he's from Colombia. And he sneaked across the Venezuelan border in an onion truck. So that's really, and that's how he got the nickname Onion.
You know, there's so many different trucks he could have he could have boarded, which would have been worse nicknames. The 1-2. 2-2.
Like what? Watermelon? Tomato?
Imagine watermelon. Oh, there's watermelon. Or, you know, a water bottle. Water bottle, Solano. I mean, anything. You could have anything in a truck. And he gets a base hit, though. And that allows Jackson to come up to bunt.
Bottom of the order of National League lineups. Key for the 8th hitter. Often you try to get a guy that's a put-in-play type hitter that can handle off-speed pitches. Nova went 2 curveballs prior to that fastball away. Good hitting by Solano.
I wonder if he's still. His eyes are always tearing up, though.
Thank goodness it wasn't a kumquat throw. So Jackson's already squared to bunt. A-Rod is charging from third. And Nova comes up and in with the fastball.
Not that you want to go that far in, but it's a tough pitch to bunt softly and down. Way up and in, but anything elevated with plus velocity, you get pop-ups or hard bunts. If you get a good crashing third baseman, as Alex is doing, you've got a shot at going to second base, double play.
Throws a strike. Count 1-1.
Now Jackson checking with the third base coach, Bo Porter. Throwing the signs together. Everybody seems to be squared away.
A-Rod will field. And the sack is 5-4, moving Solano to second.
Tough pitch to bunt. Nice bunt. There's your National League hit pitchers come out every day. You bunt for 10-15 minutes.
While they're at home.
While they're at home. Yeah. On the road, just the starting pitcher will hit.
Also, they take batting practice. They usually have a game involved. You know, like one, maybe the relievers against the starters. And, of course, the batting coach stands behind him, or the pitching coach usually will say whether it's a single or a double. Well, a home run, of course, you hit over the fence. But they can get quite agitated with those games in the pitch.
Here's Lombardozzi.
Get into the count. Good curveball so far. Nova showing different speeds on his curveball and slider. Up to 55 pitches here in the 5th inning. Good pitch count.
Two away as Solano moves to third.
Well, Bryce Harper made an adjustment his last at bat as the Yankees have given him a big dose off speed pitches. See Chris Stewart again communicating with Nova how they want to attack Bryce Harper. You get in the middle lineup. Zimmerman, who's been struggling, you want to create and treat this whole bat like he's ahead 0-2.
Here's Bryce Harper. Doubled his last time up. 2 for 13 in the series against the Yankees. Lined right at Jeter. Doesn't look up to Jeter too much now. No runs a hit, no errors, and one man left. So Harper hit it hard, but right at the Yankee captain. Andrew Jones will lead off the 6th.
All your life, you've been trading up. You exchanged the third floor walk-up for the house you had your heart set on. So now that you're comfortably situated in life, let's talk about your car.
For a limited time during the Lincoln Exchange sales event, trade up to a Lincoln MKZ. Ranked the most dependable car in its class 3 years running by J.D. Power Associates. Now lease a 2012 Lincoln MKZ for $319 a month, including a $1,000 exchange bonus. Only at your Lincoln dealer.
When I was a young pup, I learned how to sniff out the pick of the pre-owned Lexus litter and how to be a woman or man's best friend when it came to finding the lowest prices. Now that I'm older, I look back on my pedigree and feel pride in the thousands of people who've lapped up the savings I've pointed them to. Like a dog with a bone, I won't stop until you find the model, year, and color you'll love or exchange it within 48 hours with our worry-free exchange policy. Don't get me wrong, working like a dog to hunt down the perfect pre-owned Lexus for you wasn't all hard work.
The in crowd. They know the in spots, the in places, inside and out. They know the beautiful people, and they know how to get there in style. The in crowd, those who choose Infinity of Manhattan. In Manhattan, yet in keeping with low price and high quality, and inviting the tri-state area to save on the G25X at an insider's price of only $259 per month. So get into the in crowd. Get into Infinity of Manhattan.
Whether you buy a pre-owned or used car, it's new to you. At preownedacura.tv, you'll get new car treatment at pre-owned prices that don't make you feel used. Low prices without giving up selection or service. Choose from New York's largest inventory of pre-owned Acuras in showroom fresh condition and guaranteed to satisfy you with our 48-hour worry-free exchange policy. So if you're in the market for a pre-owned Acura that's indistinguishable from new, experience the new car way to buy a pre-owned vehicle that won't make you feel used at preownedacura.tv.
Later today, catch a new WB Mason Presents the Joe Girardi Show as the manager breaks down the Yankees' current run through interleague play. Then on Yankees on Deck, presented by Blimpie, Brett Gardner and David Robertson race go-karts. It's all later after the postgame. It's only on Yes. The Girardi Show's a keeper. That's probably an award winner.
What about the other one?
Well, I don't know the other one. I helped build the first one.
That was a shot.
No, it wasn't. The other show's always good. You're on that show. That's where you play Dr. Leiter, right? where from 200 feet above, you could say that's a Charlie horse and be right. You did it.
Exactly.
And that's why Andrew Jones, the right fielder, is at the plate, because Nick Swisher suffered a Charlie horse in yesterday's game. Now, you're the host of that game, Yankee on Deck.
Yes.
Or the show.
Yes, they do a nice job. Follow along. Stay out of the way.
I think that was Johnny Carson's motto.
Follow along, stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Is that how he started?
I think he did. Yankees on Deck, yes.
Oh, yes.
See Edwin Jackson with 88 pitches, and we're in the 6th inning, and there's some stirring in the Nationals bullpen. And that's not the worst thing. On some teams, that's bad. Like when you can get into the Atlanta Braves bullpen, that's bad for the Braves, except for Kimbrel. And the Yankees proved that. When you get into this Nationals bullpen, every guy that comes out of the bullpen seems like they throw 95 miles an hour.
And they've got good numbers to go with it.
And the 3-1. And a walk issued to Andrew Jones.
There's a red flag, a leadoff walk. Third walk allowed by Edwin Jackson. He walked no twice.
Nationals have a bullpen 3.11 ERA tie with the Giants for 3rd best in the National League. The Reds and the Pirates are 1st and 2nd.
And something unusual about this bullpen, they have 4 left-handers. If you get a manager to say that they would love to have 2, which is a luxury to have a second left-hander, 4 of them.
Pitches low to Stewart.
One of the left-handers we saw in this series, Ross Detweiler, who's down there, saw him yesterday. He was a starter until Chien-Ming Wang came up from the minor leagues, who's now in the rotation. They put Detweiler in the pen as opposed to sending him out.
Now, he would be a candidate when they decide to shut down Steven Strasburg to come back to the rotation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, John Lannon, who's in AAA, who they had some options and was able to keep him. The Long Island kid he was their ace a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years.
I think he won a game at Yankee Stadium a few years back.
Yankees would love to get another run here. Give some cushion for Nova and the bullpen. It's 2-1 right now, top of the 6th. Check swing, but he goes around. 1-1.
Now, I think you were talking earlier, yesterday or Friday night, about pitching in the National League where you get ripped off of some innings. And unlike being down 1 run, obviously being up 2-1, Nova's getting a chance to obviously continue to pitch as pitch counts down. This would have been one of those heartbreak scenarios. You're down by a run, deeper in the game. If there's a little offense, somebody gets to second base. There's the option for Joe Girardi to maybe pinch it.
Yeah.
And that's the bummer of National League. I think you were talking about how many losses, potential losses, could be had, or as a result of being pulled early because of no
And
offense.
it can cost you wins because your offense could obviously rally. And if you're at 75 pitches and you're down 3-1, let's say in the 6th, they're going to pinch hit for you if there's a guy on base.
Yes.
You have no opportunity to take advantage of your team's offense coming back. And in the American League, I think the pitchers have the ability to win more games because of that. Count 3-1.
That flag's getting a deeper shade of red. After the leadoff walk, now he falls behind Stewart, 3 balls and a strike.
This will be the 95th pitch of the game. And the 3-1. Line drive foul. Stayed with it. Got himself a souvenir. Gets a high five from Terrence. Runner goes. That is punched into center field, a base hit. Jones will go to third, and Harper will flip the ball in. So Yankees have runners on first and third with nobody out. Nova coming to the plate. And Chris Stewart is 2 for 3.
Well, first of all, getting the count to 3-2, he doesn't make a bad pitch. With his slider, Stewart went down and got it, blooped it into center field for the hit with the runner on the move on Drew Jones. Of course, he's going to coast on into third base. That was the problem by getting the count to 3-2. You gave Joe Girardi the opportunity to start the runner. And now the Yankees have runners in the corners and nobody out. Bullpen is getting up. Flag's getting even redder.
That's good hitting there. That was a little slider going down the way. Chris Stewart popping it. Nice little line drive center field. Tom Gorzelani, one of the 4 left-handers.
Nova's bunting here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful bunt. LaRoche fields and flips to Espinosa. Moving to second is Stewart.
2 sacrifices for Nova today, so he's helping himself out, moving runners along.
Well, that was a lot easier pitch for him to bunt. This previous one almost hit him.
Take a look at this bunt on the Super Shot, brought to you by Fujifilm long zoom digital cameras.
That's a perfect execution. You want to keep the barrel of the bat above the ball and then catch it off the very end. You don't want to go the other way and try and lift up and bunt it because you'll pop it up. That's a textbook. The way they get the ball down, Nova gets the job done. Well done.
Infield is in. Jeter 1 for 3. Jackson deals inside. 1-0. We're in the 6th inning. Yankees have runners on second and third. 1 out. They lead 2-1. Looking to win their 9th straight game and sweep their 3rd straight series. 3 against the Mets, 3 against the Braves, and this is the 3rd game against the Nats. Andrew Jones on third. Chris Stewart is on second. Stewart has a huge lead. With the infield in, Stewart honestly is about a third of the way to third base, so he should be able to score on a single despite strong arms in the outfield for the Nats.
Get off even more. You get Ian Desmond, he's not watching. This game's playing out very similar to the first night. 2-1 lead that the Yankees had.
Tied him up. Did he go? No, he did not, said Eric Cooper.
Here's another look. And no.
Good call.
The body turned, the bat didn't.
He's not watching. This game's playing out very similar to the first night. 2-1 lead that the Yankees had.
Tied him up. Did he go? No, he did not, said Eric Cooper.
Here's another look. And no.
Good call.
The body turned, the bat didn't.
.94 miles an hour upstairs. 2-2.
Derek can't lay off this fastball. Some good late life by Edwin Jackson. Derek swung at a previous at bat, similar pitch.
I don't think that was a strike.
Nope.
Yankees all season have had some difficulties coming through in these situations. That's why 14 over 500 is really extraordinary. When they start to pick these runs up, the winning might become a little bit easier. They struggle each game to get the runs in. Jackson wants to go over the signs, and Solano goes out and talks. Conference on the mound. Edwin Jackson with 101 pitches. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
I know you're not supposed to think it, Ken, but when you have the numbers that the Yankees have shown with these scenarios, runners in score position, do you start thinking as a lineup?
No, I think you have to have an individual approach. You're the man up there now. You mean overall as a team?
I'm just saying overall as a team. Across baseball, Yankees runner in scoring position, the numbers aren't great.
Yeah. I think after a while, because that's all they hear about. But they also should hear about their 98 home runs they've hit.
2-2.
This whole at bat, everything is trying to been
hard in.
And the thing about it, these situations, when you're a hitter, this is how you find out how the opposition really wants to get you out. There's no fooling around now with the possibility of the game being on the line. So Jackson trying to keep everything in on Derek Jeter at this point. All the way down to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Could be his last at bat. Gorzolani ready for Granderson.
Fouled away. Payoff. Fly ball, right center. Bryce Harper has a great arm. He makes the catch. Coming home is Jones, and now he goes halfway and heads back to third as Solano mishandled the ball. Did not want to test Bryce Harper.
Well, before the series started, I talked to third base coach Robbie Thompson about Bryce Harper's arm, and he said he's got an electric arm. He's made some tremendous throws. The thing about it, if Jones had kept going, he probably would have scored. The ball's going to get through Solano at the plate because it's tough to handle this short hop on a very strong throw that is not very deep in right center field. And Andrew Jones thought about it, but had to hustle to get back to third.
I think they also caught a break. The ball kicked into Solano's mask, but may have kicked back to the backstop. Changed some things for Andrew Jones, his possibility of scoring.
So they keep in Jackson now against Granderson, and Al told you Gorzolani is ready. So they're going to let the starter try to get Granderson out. Granderson 2 for 3 against Jackson. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Check the swing. Did he go? No, said Tim Timmons. Wow. From up here, looked like he might have gone.
Well, we'll get a good shot right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Might have hit it out. So 1-1 count. Boy, does that turn the bat around on Granderson. One to two.
Beautiful changeup. This is it. Edwin Jackson got 2 outs. You know, you have a lefty in the pen. You have Davey Johnson that's giving you the faith and confidence to give you an opportunity to get out of this and maybe win the ball game. This is your matchup. This is your guy to obviously get out of the inning, keep it 2-1. A lot of confidence and faith shown in Edward Jackson by Davey Johnson right now.
One, 2. 2-2. Granderson doubled in the first, grounded to first in the third, and then gave the Yankees a 2-1 lead with a home run in the fifth. Solo shot. Yankees 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Nationals not much better, just 1 for 6. Second and third, 2 outs, 2-2 count. The pitch. Now 3-2. Alex Rodriguez is on deck. This will be the 110th pitch of the game for Edwin Jackson. Todd kind of holding its breath on this payoff pitch. Grounded to first, LaRoche there. And Jackson works out of the jam. No runs a hit, no errors, and 2 more runners left on base. 9 runners left on base for the Yanks.
Stop into your local dealer during the Dodge 10 event to lease a Journey SXT front-wheel drive for $199 a month for well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
3,000! History with an exclamation point! Stay up to date on everything Yankees by subscribing to Yankees Magazine. For just $49.99, you'll receive 8 issues featuring exclusive stories. Subscribe now and receive a complimentary 8x10-inch aerial glossy photograph featuring the old Yankee Stadium and the current Yankee Stadium. To subscribe to Yankees Magazine, call 800-GO-YANKS.
Direct injection.
265 foot-pounds of torque, all part of an engine built to effortlessly power through whatever challenge lies around the corner, no matter where that corner happens to be. The 308 horsepower Cadillac SRX, the most powerful standard engine in any luxury crossover.
Now lease a 2012 SRX for $399 a month. Visit CadillacTristate.com for this attractive offer.
Nissan Altima drives home the meaning of value. With over 5,000 quality tests, 32 MPG, and all the features you want, all for less than Camry and Accord. Now get a $179 lease on the fuel-efficient Nissan Altima. For more offers, visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your Tri-State Nissan dealer. Hurry in and drive home your Altima today.
Grand slam for Alex Rodriguez, and the Yankees have come all the way back and have swept the Braves.
Tomorrow, the Bombers kick off another series with the Braves as they look for a second sweep of Atlanta. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6 with batting practice today, only on Yes.
Well, big moment in this game, no question about it. We just saw it. Let's take a look at the pitch by pitch, brought to you by Mazda. Edwin Jackson, second and third. Yankees up 2-1, goes right after him with two fastballs, gets back into the count. That changeup really set up a lot, I believe, because he got Granderson out front, threw a little slider down and in. Granderson had a good look at it. And then the fastball away, back to that cutter. Jan Granderson wasn't able to get the barrel on it. Big boost for Edwin Jackson Nationals.
Ground ball to short. And there's out number one. Is Ryan Zimmerman's thrown out. He's now 0 for 3.
2-1. Yankees lead. One out here in the 6th. That'll bring up LaRoche. LaRoche has been the offense for the Nats. The home run in the 2nd. Then he doubled to right in the 4th, so Nova has to do something differently against him.
All fastballs so far, Michael. He got an 0-1 count in his first at bat. Hit a home run in his previous at bat double. Almost got another home run. There we go. First pitch hooked. His first off-speed pitch that LaRoche saw from Nova today.
David Robertson getting loose. Grounded to first. 2 outs.
Nice job, Nova. First pitch curveball, ball 1, came right back with another one. Nice little rollover ground ball.
You know, for a while, Nova was winning, but his ERA was approaching 6. And Joe Girardi was asked before the game what has been the difference, and he said, and sometimes we overanalyze the game, and he just said location. He's throwing his pitches when he wants to throw his pitches. He said before he would miss spots, and you know we'd score a run for him. The bullpen would do a great job for him, but he would miss spots. He said now the location is there.
Well, also too, Mike. Yes, that I mean, you know, correct. You as a pitcher, you're taught to stay away from the middle of the plate because that's danger zone, especially for your 3, 4, 5 hitters you face.
And Morris hits one to right field. Jones is there. A nice easy 1-2-3 inning on 4 pitches. 4 pitches for Ivan Nova. Alex Rodriguez will lead up the 7th for the Yanks. 2-7-0 for the Yanks, 1-6-1 for the Nationals. Nova's been great again. 62 pitches through 6 innings, a 4-pitch 1-2-3-6. And he has not walked a batter. Granderson, a double, a solo home run. That's the difference. The solo home run came in the 5th. And LaRoche with a solo home run for the Nats. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, all you dads out there.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And we go to the 7th inning.
New pitcher, Tom Gorzolani. Jackson had reached his pitch limit.
Well, this is the interesting scenario that plays out when you have 4 left-handers.
Davey Johnson makes the call to the bullpen, brought to you by AT&T.
Brad Lidge was replaced by Ryan Matthews, young pitcher who just got called up. You only have 3 right-handers. Craig Stamen yesterday during that long 14-inning game went 3 innings. So he's out.
So you're going to have lefty-righty matchups as a result, because your closer, Tyler Clippard, you'll save him for obvious reasons.
Mike Rizzo's made some shrewd acquisitions and good signings to put together this team. Al told you about half the team is out of the draft, which is really impressive for your scouting people. But this weekend has been a little bit of an awakening for them. They've just been rolling through the American League East, and the Yankees come in and they went on Friday night. They take 14 innings to a win yesterday, and now they're leading 2-1 in the 7th inning. And it's a good way to gauge your team to see how they are against one of the better teams. And the Yankees are playing very good baseball of late. Despite the fact they have not been getting big hits with runners in scoring position, the pitching has been extraordinary. The bullpen has been locked down. They played good defense. They hit for power, and it's a good test for the Nationals. And the Nationals were a good test for the Yankees.
Yeah, there's no question, especially the arms that they have seen, as good as anybody in the game. Gio Gonzalez pitched a good ball game. So did Phil Hughes yesterday afternoon. Watching Jordan Zimmerman, another plus arm today, and Jackson. But even with that, Michael, going into this Friday night, the Nationals were 4.5 games up on the Mets. Well, they're 4 games ahead now of the Braves. They're such tight division. Alex chasing a high fastball up out of the zone, ball 4. Just could not lay off that pitch.
Sometimes as a hitter you see fastball, and that's what you're expecting. And he went out of the zone, couldn't get on top of it. It's hard enough to hit the strikes, let alone swinging the pitches out of the strike zone. And he helped Gorzelani out.
Cano has been on base all 3 times. He was intentionally walked in the 1st. Then he was walked in the 3rd, and then singled to left in the 5th. Pitch outside. .299, 1 hit away from going over 300. Count 2-0. That one is hit deep to center field. Harper back, track, wall, see ya! A home run for Robinson Cano, and the Yankees lead 3-1.
Well, I think you're seeing the difference between the Yankees and most of the other teams. The fact that they have a quick strike offense. If you make a mistake, it's not coming back. This is their 99th home run of the year, their 2nd today. Gorzelani fell behind, 2 balls and no strikes, got a fastball up in the middle of the plate. Cano knew he got good wood on it. The wind is kind of blowing that way, so it got a little bit of a boost, but I don't think it really needed it. It was gone anyway.
He barreled that up. What's ball peeling away. Bryce Harper thought he had a beat. Strength of Robinson Cano. This is a big ballpark, a lot of different quirky dimensions. Robbie getting hot. 9 home runs now in the last 27 games.
And 12 overall. And as Kenny said, 99 for the team.
You can see number 100 today.
Base hit inside 3rd, kicks off the wall, stops right there. That'll allow Teixeira for trying for 2nd, and he does. He gets himself a double.
Teixeira now with a hit from both sides of the plate. He had a single batting left-handed. This time it's right-handed. He's going to drag one. Zimmerman, no chance whatsoever. 3rd base umpire Tim Timmons skipping out of the way. Teixeira's at 2nd base with a 2-base hit. See how many doubles? That's 15 doubles for him on the year.
With Cano's home run being the 99th, the Yankees obviously 1 away from the century mark, which would be significant because only twice before in their history have they hit their 100th home run in their 65th game or sooner. And that happened in 2009. They did it in their 62nd game. And in 2002, they did it in their 64th game. Ryan Matthews just called up and is up in the bullpen. And there's a strike to Ibanez.
You know, Kenny, I think you said about this being a good test for the Yankees. Both starting and timely hitting. And you're going to see, of course, some postseason teams, and I believe that the Nationals are a potential postseason team. I think it's going to go right down to the end. They have good starting pitching and a good bullpen, especially on the back end. You have to win these type of games, and whether it's with a home run or not. Granderson ended up getting a home run the first night, 2 outs in the 9th, and I know they were 0-12. Yesterday was their first win. But you'll face plus arms. You're facing the better teams who have top flight 1, 2, 3 pitchers. And whether the Nationals make it or not, the Yankees saw 3 very good pitchers, stuff-wise.
Grounded to second. Espinoza gobbles it up for the second out as Teixeira advances the third. So what are you saying now? They're not going to be able to rely on the home run all the time?
You're not, well, because of the element of good pitching beats good hitting, they still have different dimensions to their lineup, and I still think that they have the capability of having nights today, games like today, to where it doesn't necessarily rely on the home run.
All right, so Ryan Matthews is getting the call as Davey Johnson will go for the right-hander to deal to Andrew Jones. And the Yankees will not be able to pinch hit for Jones because Swisher is suffering from a Charlie horse in the left leg. So Matt, brought to you by Verizon Fios. Get Verizon Fios for the internet that can handle everything you do online, no matter how many devices you use. Our coverage starts at 6. Mike Minor against CC Sabathia. As Andrew Jones loses the bat and fouls the ball back. Minor pitched very well against the Yankees in Atlanta, so they'll see him for the second time. And CC kind of got a fortunate victory. Yankees were down 4-0, and they put a 6 spot on the board in the 8th inning when he got pinch hit for. And he got himself a win. Those are the numbers on Matthews, who was called up after Brad Lidge was designated for assignment. That was a tough loss for Lidge. Not only lost the game, lost his job.
Good guy, 35 years old, dealt with some injuries the last couple of years, and hard to maintain it. You get to a point where you just don't have the same stuff.
Two and two. Crowd of 41,442, the largest of the 3. They have all been sellouts. They've all been standing room only crowds here in DC this weekend with the Yankees in town. A lot of Yankee fans made their way down to DC as well. Count 3-2 to Jones.
How about the family we saw in the elevator, Michael, where the mom said that they had 2 kids with them. It was his Father's Day gift for Dad.
Yep. He couldn't have been happier.
Yeah, he was beaming, all decked out in Yankee gear. Said he's from New Jersey.
And that hits Andrew Jones, or his ball 4 got away from Solano, and that allows Teixeira to score. Or did the ball hit Jones? Let's see. No, it did not. So it's 4-1 Yanks. So he will score on the wild pitch, and Jones reaches on the walk.
I don't know if this ball, let's take a look here, Kenny. This it's a sinker. He gets blocked out. I just didn't, just whiffed it.
It didn't
hit
hit
him.
It
What? It scored a pass ball.
Yeah,
You're right.
it should
He
be
did whiff
too.
it.
Off the edge of the glove and then on back, and give Teixeira a heads up there for scoring from third base with 2 down.
Big run. Nationals made some mistakes this weekend. Some big errors, key moments.
That one gets past Solano as Andrew Jones goes to second.
Well, as a backup catcher, that's not going to please Davey Johnson. You are a glove guy, generally
speaking. Pass ball too.
Yes.
Yeah, that one didn't hit the dirt. It's a little low, but got to be able to stop that one.
Absolutely.
And it is a pass ball. Bad inning for Solano. Be interesting tomorrow. Stewart starting today because a 14-inning game for Russell Martin yesterday. And Stewart has been the guy who's catching CC Sabathia every game but the opener this year. Will they start Stewart 2 games in a row or bring Martin back to catch Sabathia? We'll see tomorrow. There's a ground ball to third. Zimmerman fields across the diamond, and that will do it. But the Yankees get 2 big insurance runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, Yankees are leading this one 4-1. But we're going to stay right. And the Yankees have had a good weekend so far. They're leading 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Yankees lead this one on the Cadillac scoreboard. Still in and still pitching well, Ivan Nova. And he will face Desmond, Espinoza, and Solano.
Well, huge 2 runs that last inning that the Yankees tacked on to help Nova be. He's already very conservative and economical with his pitch count.
To 63 pitches. We're in the 7th inning. And the 0-1. And the count 2-1. Desmond so far today is 1 for 2. He struck out in the 2nd and singled to right in the 4th. Desmond against the Yankees in this series is 3 for 12. He's made a couple of errors in the field as well. Count 2-2.
Tough with his throwing arm, especially during this series. Mike Gonzalez warming up for the Nats. Good player. He and Desmond, certainly the Nationals like what they have. Develop him into a bona fide shortstop. Some pop. 9 home runs on the year. 10 home runs. A home run yesterday. Big home run.
Swing and tipped and not held on to by Stewart.
Yeah, you see, as Al said, the pitch count very economical, 67, but they always point to a pitcher who pitched for the Boston Braves. I think it was the late 40s, Red Barrett. It might have been earlier than that. Threw a complete game with 58 pitches. So it's been done.
58.
58 pitches, complete game.
Help me out here. What's that, 4 inning? No, 6.
Divided by 9. 58 divided by 9.
So
6
6
nines.
pitches.
6 point something.
Per inning.
I think somebody was telling somebody to take there.
Yeah, it must have been the, getaway day.
So a check swing, and Desmond has worked the count full. High fly ball, deep right center. Andrew Jones makes the play. Time to check in with our studio, and Meredith Marakovitz is at the desk.
Thanks, Michael. We head to Toronto. Jays leading the Phillies by 1 in the bottom of the 5th. That's until Colby Rasmus drives the first pitch he sees from Kyle Kendrick into the second deck for the 2-run shot. His 10th homer of the season. That made it a 5-2 ball game. Blue Jays win that one 6-2. Michael, Phillies have lost 12 out of their last 15.
Unbelievable, Meredith. Just absolutely unbelievable. That team with that pitching. I know they've had injuries offensively, and now Halladay going down a couple of weeks ago, but can you believe they're playing this poorly?
No, and that's going to be really interesting to see what they do as far as Sellers They also got a big situation with Cole Hamels as to what they do with him, pending free agent.
Here you go, Al. Red Barrett. Braves against the Reds, August 10th, 1944. 58 pitches, complete game. Reds were a bunch of free swingers in those days.
58. That's like about 2 innings for me.
2 innings.
What did they still 44? Were they leaving the gloves out on the field? Obviously there wasn't TV, commercial time, and all that. So did they used to leave the gloves in the field?
They might have.
Oh, 1944.
I wasn't around then. Al.
Michael, were you doing games then?
Yeah, I was doing games.
Did they leave the gloves in the field?
Yes, they left the games. Yeah, they left the gloves on the field. We're going to hear from Meredith and Chris Sheeran on our post-game show. We'll stick around for that. Meredith doing a great job filling in for Bob Lorenz today. And the 3-1.
I thought it was something that we all might have said. That, decided, I got to get away from these guys for a while. Chris Sheeran here with us, doing a great job on this end.
I saw something today. I feel closer to Chris because of that.
How so?
He's putting makeup on his head, which I've never seen before. I thought that was cool. Took the shine off it. It was great. 3-2.
I thought you were going to say last night he was at dinner. He was eating food like he was going to the electric chair. You are like, what do you have, 4 different appetizers?
Gee, I'm sorry I missed that.
It was good.
3-2. And Espinoza walks.
First walk handed out by Nova today.
And one thing I wanted to point out, we're here in Washington, and really a treasure for us in the New York area is a man by the name of Bob Wolf. And Bob Wolf actually called Washington Senator games on TV and radio from 1947 to 1960, pre- and post-game TV and radio shows. He was great, and he is great. He's in the National Baseball Hall of Fame and also the Basketball Hall of Fame, and Bob is still working today at the age of 90, News 12 Long Island.
Wow.
And he's such a great guy, so generous with his time. We always see him at Old Timers Day. He's the best. So he was really, really something else here in Washington, D.C. with those Senators. And the booth next door
There's a plaque.
is the Bob Wolf Suite, where they do the home national games.
What a nice guy.
Oh, the
Always.
best.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guy that you could say that no one's ever said a bad word about Bob Wolf. Like you, Al, people say bad stuff about behind your back, but never about Bob Wolf.
And you?
Same thing. People are always
How about
killing
Kenny?
him.
I bet there's not too many.
Yeah,
You
a lot
know-
of people like Kenny.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. There's a few pitchers out there.
The 1-0. 1-1.
What was the double play numbers? We added,
No, he's got 10 of them in his last 8 games.
Looking for a 2-ball right here.
A 2-ball. I like that. Of course, that was thought up by a pitcher.
2-ball, yeah.
Yeah, 2-ball.
Roll with the 2-ball or lane ball. The lane, the 4 or the 6.
I've heard feed him a DP pill. I've heard that.
There you go.
Foul ball.
See, I'm not buying the pitcher's best friend anymore.
Why not?
Because it's his second best friend. His best friend is the triple play.
Well, how often does your best friend show up?
Well, but would you rather get 3 outs on one pitch or 2?
Wouldn't the triple play be the very special friend?
That would be the very special friend who you don't always see, but he's still a special friend. The lifelong friend.
Like he lives by coastal friendship. Yeah.
Did you ever get a triple play?
No.
So you have no best friend.
Right.
Here's the 2-2. That one is driven to left field. And Ibanez makes the play as Espinoza will hustle back. Check out YesNetwork.com's Game Connect, our social networking app that lets Yankee fans interact with each other and the broadcast booth while watching the game. See what other fans are tweeting about and get up-to-the-minute scores and in-depth pitch-by-pitch stats, all at YesNetwork.com. Roger Bernardina is going to pinch hit for Matthews.
Well, this is the Larry Rothschild coming out to Ivan Nova. You go over the scouting report with your catcher before the game, and it's the lineup. So here he's just reminding Nova what Roger Bernardina is good at. Scouting report, exploit a hitter's weakness. Probably his last potential last batter. You see Boone
I wonder
Logan
why,
get ready.
though. Because he's got 82 pitches.
Well,
I know there's a formula and all that, but if he gets out of this, why wouldn't he pitch the 8th inning?
Well, he's leading off next inning.
That's one. Yeah, we're up by 3.
Up by 3. We'll see. It's interesting if he gets Bernardina. We wondered yesterday why Andy Pettitte was taken out after 7 with 95 pitches, and he admitted after the game he didn't know if it was the day game or what, the heat, but he felt a little bit whipped, and he didn't mind that he was taken out.
I know you had, it's fair to wonder the decision, but I still thought this. He was up 2-1. Yes, he was pitching a good ball game. What was the pitch count?
95.
95. 40th birthday. You left with a lead. Handed over to a bullpen that's been doing a good job. Didn't work out. He's through 9.
But Nova's still pumping it up there, 94 miles an hour.
Andy, nice birthday present yesterday.
And the 1-2. 2-2. And he goes around, so he is struck out. And that'll do it in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Let's go to the 8th. Ivan Nova leads off, or does he?
Over 70 years of capability and freedom. That's a milestone we didn't get to by taking shortcuts. The 2012 Jeep vehicle lineup. Remarkable fuel economy, uncompromised craftsmanship, and off-road capability. But here's one shortcut we think you should take. Get to the Jeep 10 event.
During the Jeep 10 event, get a low-mileage lease on Liberty Sport for $179 a month for well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles.
Hit it out of the ballpark. I'm Cindy with Lee's Toyota. And while some dealers can't get to first base, you can score a home run deal at Lee's. People come from near, far, and in between to shop our 3 big showrooms at one location. Amazing low prices, 0 financing available, and great leases. If you missed coming to Lee's, you'll miss getting a lot for less. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. See what a great deal really is at Lee's Toyota.
You better believe it.
Modell is America's leading jewelry pawnbroker. With 8 locations across New York City and insured by Lloyd's of London, Modell specializes in gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. We provide quick and confidential loans through cash, check, or wire transfer, free loan appraisal, and pay the highest prices, all without credit checks. Modell has been in business in New York for more than 115 years. Come to Modell Pawnbrokers, America's leading jewelry pawnbroker.
Before the miraculous returns, before the inspirational resumes, before the NFL season even begins, comes the deal you won't want to miss.
Did he catch it? Yes, he did!
This season, get NFL Sunday Ticket at the lowest price in almost a decade.
Unbelievable!
Watch every game every Sunday for less, only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit directv.com/NFL to order now.
You know, everybody get another chance to catch this game and every Yes Network game around another time. If you missed any of the big hits and great plays, just watch the encore later every night or again the next morning at 9. And it's brought to you by Verizon Fios. Look at this. Ivan Nova will stay in the game. He is going to lead off against Mike Gonzalez, the new Nationals pitcher.
So he's a 250 lifetime hitter. So he's only had 4 at bats.
Yes.
And all this week. Hyundai scoreboard 4-1 Yankees lead. Yankees looking for their 9th straight win. Only the Dodgers have a better record in Major League Baseball than the Yankees.
Jeez, watching this here. Mike Gonzalez coming in. Guess he was warm. Nova's stepping out as he throws. Just throw a strike.
Shoot.
Now it's 3-2.
He does not want to swing.
Swing and a miss, so he is down. Hey, if you're hitting the road, take the Yankees with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Yankees out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit Yankees.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Here's Derek Jeter, singled off the glove of Edwin Jackson in the first, extended his hitting streak to 8 straight, and then grounded to first twice and flied out to center. So he's 1 for 4. And a strike from Gonzalez. Fouled away. One and 2. Yankees are 39-25. Texas has also won 39 games but lost 27. Washington's 38-25, and the Dodgers are 41-25. With all their injuries, Don Mattingly's done a great job with that team. Have them atop the NL West by 4 games over the Giants.
You mean Donnie B?
Donnie B. Swing and a miss. Jeter down on strikes.
Like a little slider down at him. Getting Derek out front. Watch Mike Gonzalez here, a little slider down. A little dance move.
Gonzalez works off the third base side of the rubber as he deals to Granderson low.
Granderson, yesterday we were talking about Granderson had 20 home runs. He's played 65 games. 65th game, he has exactly the same amount of home runs he had last year at this time. 21 homers. But last year, in 2011, 65 games, he had 51 runs batted in. This year he has 40. And that might have something to do with the team hitting with runners in scoring position.
Al, what advantage does Gonzalez have working from that side of the rubber all the way to the end of the rubber?
Depends on what his out pitch is, Michael. If he's got a ball that runs away from the right-hander, you want the ball to stay on the plane or in the strike zone longer. I actually was on the first base side of the pitcher's rubber because I cut a lot of balls in, and I needed the ball to be released farther toward first base. So the illusion was that it was a strike longer that actually ended up being off the plate inside.
Wouldn't he be less effective against lefties, though? Wouldn't he be tougher on lefties if he was on the first base side of the rubber?
Well, it depends on how much movement and where his command is. It's kind of weird. The pitcher's rubber is 24 inches, the plate is 17, and it's a comfort level as to where you stand. And ultimately, in the end, you want the same delivery. You want to repeat the same delivery, same leg kick. Your release point is the same. So wherever you slide on the pitcher's rubber, you see Mike Gonzalez way third base side. It depends on his movement, where he has the most comfort, his command. I think that his ball runs away from the righty and in on the lefty. He probably needs that additional space to keep the ball on the strike zone or in the strike zone longer.
One-0 count on A-Rod, who is 0 for 4 today. Popped up. Espinoza is there, and he'll put it away for the final out of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, one man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the top of the Nationals order. We'll see Bryce Harper.
The Chevy Cruze has remote access. It can check my oil, life, and tire pressure all through my smartphone.
I wouldn't have thought of you as the techie gadget guy, Tim.
Why? Because I'm old?
Well, boss, you do call it my face.
Transferred your contacts from your old address book to your new rotary-style address book.
Ooh, rotary style.
Now, very well-qualified lessees of a 1999 or newer non-GM vehicle can get a 2012 Chevy Cruze LS for around $139 per month. EPA estimated 36 miles per gallon highway.
Laces? Really? Slip-on's the way to go. More people did that, security would be like a...
There's no charge for the bag.
Thanks. I know a quiet little place where we can get some work done is a 3-pronged plug.
I have club passes. Get the mileage card with special perks on United, like a free checked bag, United club passes, and priority boarding.
Thanks. Okay. What's your secret?
The United Mileage Plus Explorer card. Get it and you're in.
J&R, New York's largest and top-rated technology superstore for cameras, computers, audio products, movies, music, housewares, TVs, video games, and more. Visit J&R, giving you the real deal in electronics since 1971.
Life should be equal parts responsibility and fun. Introducing the new Acura ILX. Move up without settling down.
Buy right with WB Mason and get the brands you want at prices you'll love. Like Sharpie markers that write without smudging or fading. When you want the autograph to last, use a Sharpie delivered by who but WB Mason.
Hey, you can vote along with us for today's Chevy Prior of the Game. Text your vote to 42951 or vote online at yesnetwork.com. Here are the candidates. Is it 1 Nova, 2 Teixeira, 3 Granderson, or 4 Cano? Vote now. Hey, make your voice heard. Standard text messaging rates apply. Lombardozzi will lead off against Nova. Alan Greenspan at the game.
Wow.
He's calculating how much everybody's paid to get in here. Former chairman of the Federal Reserve.
No, it's Bernanke, right? Ben Bernanke.
It's funny because the hotel in Atlanta was right next to a Federal Reserve building.
With all the cash.
Mm-hmm. I kept walking back and forth smelling it. They weren't giving out any samples, though. The 1-2. 2-2. Yankees lead 4-1. Nova has been pitching a beauty. One mistake, a home run. He served up to LaRoche. That one's popped up. Derek Jeter hardly had to move. One away. Yankee bullpen is ready just in case. Logan and Robertson. Haven't had a chance to tell you, Bryce Harper has kind of put a new sentence into the lexicon in baseball. He had a big game in Toronto, and one of the media members in Toronto asked him, was he going to go out and have a drink, because the drinking age is lower in
19.
Canada. It's 19. Here in the States, it's 21. And the national PR guy quickly wanted to shut down the questioning, and Bryce Harper just looked at him and said, "That's a clown question, bro." So now they have T-shirts that are being sold. That's a clown question, bro. And it trended on Twitter with a hashtag. That's a clown question, bro. And that's a base hit, bro.
Two-hit game for Bryce Harper.
So after a rough day yesterday, Harper has bounced back with 2 hits today, 2 for 4. And here's Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman is 0 for 3 against Nova. Nova at 95 pitches.
This is a key man for Nova, because if he doesn't get Zimmerman out, Boone Logan's coming in the game.
Yes.
And a strike. LaRoche is on deck. Fly ball right field. Andrew Jones will put it away for the second out. And that is going to do it for Nova. Joe Girardi makes his way to the mound, and he will call on the left-hander Logan to face LaRoche. 97 pitches for Ivan Nova, and he pitched a beautiful game. And if the bullpen get 4 outs, he's going to go 9-2. Another road win. The Yankees congratulate him on the mound. They turn it over to Logan. Logan against LaRoche when we get back, and Nova gets a nice hand.
So it's between this or the Honda Civic next door.
Okay, done. This one.
They say the Civic is the best-selling car in its class.
It's possible.
It also has this cool Econ button that helps maximize fuel efficiency.
Oh yeah, this car has a lot of buttons. Got a defrost button, radio button, cruise control button, window button, wiper button, trunk button, super button, buttons inside of buttons, buttons controlling other buttons.
We're just interested in the Econ button.
That's one button. This is a car with many buttons.
The Civic from Honda. 39 mpg highway and a way to help you make the most of it. Only a Honda is a Honda.
The official ice cream of the New York Yankees could be your ticket to the game. Every carton of delicious Turkey Hill Bronx Bomber Sundae and Pinstripe Brownie Blast is a chance to win Yankees tickets.
Brain freeze. Ring in the closer.
So get into the game with Turkey Hill, official ice cream of the New York Yankees.
Over 70 years of capability and freedom. That's a milestone we didn't get to by taking shortcuts. The 2012 Jeep vehicle lineup. Remarkable fuel economy, uncompromised craftsmanship, and off-road capability. But here's one shortcut we think you should take. Get to the Jeep 10 event.
During the Jeep Tent event, get a low-mileage lease on Liberty Sport for $179 a month for well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles.
See ya! A grand slam for Alex Rodriguez, and the Yankees have come all the way back and swept the Braves.
Tomorrow, the Bombers kick off another series with the Braves as they look for a second sweep of Atlanta. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6 with batting practice today, only on Yes.
So Ivan Nova goes 7 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, just 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and he threw 97 pitches. And once again, the Yankees throw a starter out there that gives them an outstanding effort, and that's been the key to this run right now. The Yankees 18-4 in their last 22. They've won 8 in a row, and when you get great pitching, the game is a lot easier. And the Yankees have done that starting-wise and bullpen-wise, and now they turn it over to the bullpen. And Boone Logan will try to get Adam LaRoche. Those are the numbers on Logan.
Yeah, the two that really jump out, you see the 23 and a third innings pitch, but 32 strikeouts. That's very imposing. And Logan's been doing a great job. Bullpen, 2.20 ERA over the last 21 games. That's since May 21st.
LaRoche 2 for 3 against Nova. Harper leads off first. Check swing. Tim Timmons said no, he did not go. And the count 1-0. And there's a strike. 1-1.
Good low fastball from Boone Logan. Boone this year has varied his speed on his slider. I really think that's been a big difference.
Yankees with a win today would give themselves 21 wins on the road. That would be the most in the American League. Several teams with 19. Texas has 20.
Popped up, shallow left. Ibanez is there, and that will do it. Here in the 8th, no runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Robinson Cano will lead off the 9th inning. Yankees lead 4-1. With yes after the final out for the WB Mason postgame, and Meredith Marakovitz recaps today's finale against the latest updates from around baseball, plus Chris Sheeran with the reaction from the clubhouse, including Joe Girardi's manager's report. It's the WB Mason postgame, and it's only on yes. All right, so we go to the 9th inning, and the Yankees are up 4-1, looking to win their 9th straight game and their 19th out of their last 23. And Sean Burnett will be the 5th pitcher used by Davey Johnson here for the Nationals. And for the Yankees, the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6, Cano, Teixeira, and Ibanez.
Cano's had a good day. He's been on base all 4 times, a couple of walks, single and a homer.
Swings at the first pitch and grounds it to short. Desmond, 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yankees had a look at Burnett yesterday. He worked the scoreless inning with a strikeout.
Here's Teixeira, 2 for 3 with a sac fly. Mark hitting .249, 11 homers, and 39 runs batted in. So he's got the ribby and the run scored. He scored on a pass ball. Count 2-0.
Because it's back-to-back on the 4 left-handers that the Nationals have. But Mike Gonzalez was a guy that was on the third base side. Sean Burnett's on the first base side. Look how far across his body throws. Just so stark of, you could have 4 left-handers, but they come at you in different ways, obviously different stuff. But even their setup on the mat, different. Just a different look that the Yankees see.
The 2-2. And that's a base hit. Teixeira rounds first. He's going for 2. As Morse will flip the ball in. Mark Teixeira with his 3rd base hit of the afternoon.
16 doubles now, 2 of them today. Hit one down the third base line. Now he's going to try the first base line, and this is going to fall in. And while it does, it's twisting away from the right fielder Michael Morse, and he's going to have to chase it down in the corner. And Mark Teixeira, good afternoon.
Ibanez takes a strike on the outside corner. That one is lined to center field. Bryce Harper tracks it down for the second out.
That's what you're talking about, Al. A couple of line drives that got nothing out of Soriano warming up in the pen.
Yeah, I thought Ibanez was going to join the party today. 0 for 5 now. But you're right. You hit on the screws. You hit right at a defender. Nothing to show for it.
Andrew Jones fouls it off. Andrew's been on base 3 times. Reached on an E6 and he walked twice. Playing today against a right-hander because Nick Swisher suffered a Charlie horse in a collision at home plate yesterday. Swisher could be back tomorrow or Tuesday. Kind of hobbling around the clubhouse before the game. So they'll try to work that out. And that's another reason the Yankees have played so well for such a long stretch. Their benches really did what it's supposed to do.
Talk about the absence of Brett Gardner for an extended period of time.
Guys like Nix do what they have to do, and Chris Stewart has played well when he's played. Eric Chavez had a very, very quietly good game yesterday.
Very good. He made 2 outstanding plays at third, kind of reminiscent of his Gold Glove days at Oakland, and had a big double to drive in a run.
Grounded to third. Fair ball. And they get Andrew Jones. What a play by Zimmerman, and that'll do it in the 9th. No runs a hit, 1 man left. 3 outs to a 9-game winning streak. Soriano will try to do the honors.
If you want a great deal today, then visit the annual tent event at your Hyundai dealer. Hit the road with a
And to top it off with a victory. And Rafael Soriano will try to nail down the save. Yankees lead 4-1 coming up for the Nationals. It'll be Morse, Desmond, and Espinoza. And you look at the numbers of Soriano. He has been money for the Yankees. 12 out of 13 in save opportunities. A sparkling ERA. 21 strikeouts. And he really, really knows how to close games. And when the Yankees got him, it looked like, well, how are they going to use him? Well, why do they need Soriano just for the 7th or 8th inning? But when you look at it now, what they were doing, they were purchasing an insurance policy for Mariano, hoping they'd never have to cash it in. Well, with Mariano going down, shagging fly balls in Kansas City, now the acquisition of Soriano looks gigantic for the Yankees, and he has helped save their bacon. He's been unbelievable. They have a ready-made, outstanding closer to step in and close these games.
And that's exactly what he's done, Michael. You're right. 45 saves a couple years ago with Tampa Bay. Led the league in that category.
1 pitch, 1 out. Yankees 2 outs away. Excluding Rivera, most saves in a season, Steve Carsey with 12. And Soriano's 2 outs away from picking up his 13th. And that was since '97 when Mo took over the closer's role from John Wetland when Wetland left as a free agent. Here's Desmond. Pitch is high, 1-0. And even with Robertson back now, I think Joe Girardi realizes when you've got a guy with closer mentality. Soriano pitches better in the 9th inning than he pitches any other inning. He's going to keep Soriano as a closer, and Robertson will set up. 2-0 to Desmond. And Al, you said this yesterday, the way Soriano goes about his job, very deliberate. He almost rocks you to sleep, and then the stuff explodes at home plate.
Yeah. You know, you've been watching enough baseball games. Majority of closers have this fiery, I'm coming at you, aggressive kind of look. If you just see, it's very, deliberate. Slow leg kick, boom. I don't know every bit of reason why everybody loves David Robertson. He's done a great job, but yeah, I mean, until Soriano has shown or would show that he's not getting the job done. This guy had 45 saves a couple years ago at Tampa Bay.
Plus, I think Joe wants to ease Robertson back in there. It's not like he's going to rush him back into the situation. He had a perfect situation, opening game of the series. The Yankees had a big lead. Bring him in.
And the Yankees are 1 out away. Also, when you consider they signed the guy before the 2011 season, who knows when you make that signing that this guy might save your 2012 season. I mean, if they don't have Soriano and then Robertson goes down after Mo, I mean, can you really go that deep to try to close games? So it's not like they had to turn somebody into a closer. They had a guy who saved 45 games a couple of years ago.
Yankees 1 out away from a perfect road trip. And the top 2 teams in the National League East.
Pitch is low to Espinoza. Espinoza 1 for 2 with a walk. And the 1-0. High fly ball. Right field, long run for Andrew Jones, and that's going to make the seats. (4-1) Yankees. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. And the Yankees are looking for the sweep. There would be 3 sweeps in a row. And the 1-1. 2-1.
You know, Michael, just talking about the deliberate nature of Rafael Soriano, it's worked and it continues to work. Good closer, but watch him look down. He's looking down, thinking of his pitch, and he gets up and he comes set. Then the sign is given. A little unusual. Usually you get your sign from the catcher, agree or not, and then come set. This fastball cut inside corner. You see Chris Stewart pull it back a little bit. Ball inside. Not sure. So he's looking down, no sign, comes set, and then gets his sign.
And the 3-1. This should do it. Ground ball to Cano, and the Yankees have won 9 in a row. The shirt comes out, the win goes up on the board, and the Yankees are 15 games over 500. The last time the Yankees swept 3 straight series of 3 or more games was back in June 30th of 1998 to July 12th of 1998. They did it to the Phillies, the Orioles, and at that time, the Devil Rays. So the Yankees are playing unbelievable baseball. 9 wins in a row, 19 out of 23. Curtis Granderson with a home run. Robinson Cano also had a home run. The Yankees have 99 home runs on the season, and they also have 40 wins on the year as well. And for the Nationals, a jolt of reality. They came into the series having won 6 in a row, and Bryce Harper can only think, what happened? Stick around for the post-game show to find out who's today's Chevy Player of the Game. All good news around the New York Yankees. Great starting pitching, more outstanding bullpen work, clutch hitting with the home runs, and a win and a win and a win, 9 in a row will give out some awards.